Oh my goodness gracious!
I wasn't expecting that.
It's authentic.
So it's authentic. There's no perpetrating. So
This is me. I ain't trying to be nobody else.
Blue Tigers Fitted Network. Internet's back at it again. Apologies for last week's show. I kept hearing some mic adjustments for like at least 20 seconds, and I'm almost sure it was myself.
Yeah, shit happens.
Shit happens. Yep. You got a mic this week. You're not sharing the mic. Regular ass time.
Pause.
Good pause.
Hard pause.
Pause
on that pause.
Soft pause, hard pause. There it is again. I know what these pauses are, regular ass.
Yeah.
Coming to the end of 2017, and that's what you do.
Yep. What I do.
What else have you been doing this week?
Shit.
Working
like a motherfucker.
Playing Rihanna and Drake on repeat.
I don't know what else it is to do but work now.
I don't know what day it is. I was
working 10 to 10.
And 10 to 10, and then again. I was like, is today Friday? Fuck no, it's Sunday.
Working 8 days a week. I don't even know what today is.
What today is. Yeah, 8 days a week. It's only 7 days a week. Yeah. Ain't that some shit?
See, there it is. That's how fucked up I am.
There it is, the edge.
Mm-hmm.
I know scumbag Sherm ain't been working hard all week. Mm-mm. This nigga been like, whoop.
I'm chilling, avoiding, what's it, Alexa?
Yeah.
And Apple Home, he been avoiding
net
that
neutrality and shit.
Fucking threatening Siri and shit not to tell him.
Fuck you, Siri! Nigga over there putting his phone and his SIM card in the goddamn microwave, frying that bitch.
Work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder.
That's how I feel about it.
I hear you, man. Sherm keeps the stress out of his life, and that's what I love.
Shit,
I
how
try.
it's supposed to be.
I try.
He tries. Nah, you do try. Try very well. Scumbaggery seems to be the way to go in 2018. If you ain't scumbagging, you ain't living.
Stress-free lifestyle. That's all.
Stress-free lifestyle. That's what it is, man. And we got BTF Creed in the building. Hello, Creed.
Hey.
You know she does that every time.
That's her shit.
But it's like, hey.
That's her shit.
But like,
it works.
It sounds like a fucking pitch, though. Like a pitcher's like winding up to throw the ball.
What?
And it throws that bitch.
Fuck?
You know how you get some pitchers that just, get the arm back and then go. She sounds like she's lifting the whole leg up in the net and going back. Hey.
Okay. That was a wild one, but okay.
It's just what it is. I mean, how have you been?
I'm all right.
The internet's has been wanting some estrogen in the room. We had Aisha here last week, which is a great, interview. As always, December 30th, her shindig coming about 11 to 3 on a Saturday. I love it. How's your week been? How's everything been? How's your life been?
I've been chilling.
Been chilling?
Yeah.
You have been.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Feeling good. Are you ready for 2018?
Too ready. Extra ready.
But are you ready because you have no choice to be ready and here's the new year? Or are you ready because you're going to be one of those people with affirmations on their fucking IG like, in 2018, what I vow to do, this is going to be one of the most incredible years ever.
Nah, I got
What
big
the
things
echo?
happening in
What the
2018. I know about you.
Okay. I don't know
It's
about
happening.
you. It's happening. And what's happening, internet. My week has been just as crazy. Diabolical as ever. Most diabolical as ever. You know how Keanu Reeves was dodging bullets in the Matrix?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And just going back on my Neo shit.
That's it.
Right? It's just, 'tis the season for haters. It's just, they hate. And
You getting hate this holiday season?
Cat Williams told you.
Holiday hate.
Listen, Cat Williams told you that you needed it, and I understand it. I hear it, and
You sound like you over it.
been over it.
Right. Fuck all that.
Because literally, I see it coming like before it even like hits. I already move. Like, you know how it's like a close call. Nothing's a close call no more. I mean, it's just like. And I just watch it go back because you already know what's going to happen. And maybe you internets are dealing with the same kind of haters at your workplace or maybe in your everyday life, maybe your family's fucking with you, or your next door neighbor isn't, shoveling his fucking walkway, being a dick for the mail lady or the mail person.
Asshole.
And you get that little green notification on like, pathways and sidewalks are supposed to be clear for mail people.
Here's a ticket.
Here's a ticket.
Fuck you.
Then you got that old white guy pulling up in a Crown Vic that does nothing all day with his life at 72 years old, going around issuing nigga citations. Your grass isn't cut far enough. It is. I'm like, who in the fuck is Larry B from Wayne County?
Suburb problems right there.
Yeah, I was about to say, these are like
Right.
1%er
Like,
problems and shit.
I don't know what that life's like.
That nigga said an old man in a Crown Vic.
Niggas knew what I was talking about. Nigga has no
man
life.
in the
Citation
Crown Vic.
life. How do you get that job? Sign me up for citations. I'm going to go around looking for scandalous shit.
Nigga, your grass is 4 inches.
Yeah, your grass is that. It's not up to code.
Here's a ticket.
That's a snitch job. So just watch the snitches out there, internet. Is all I got to say, man. 'Tis the season for happiness and togetherness and closing out the year is what it should be about. And there's just some people that are just unhappy. That just don't want to see you shine. And it's not me getting on my soapbox right now, but you just got to look out for them because they're around you somewhere. You could be doing great at doing what you do. Somebody sitting back like that motherfucker.
Yep, that's real facts.
Because they hate themselves. It's so much self-hate. But then it's also a lot of dick riding too. You got to get off that emoji and that bicycle. Right? It's a lot of eggplant and a bicycle emojis going on. It's a lot of dick riding. Because, and again, pardon the language because there's a lady in the room. But, some of these niggas is bitches too.
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to be careful. I just don't understand it. Men wanting to be like females.
Yep.
Chatty Cathy men. I don't understand it. Can you elaborate, regular ass?
I could. I'm not.
You're
but
not.
I could.
You can.
You gotta watch out. Just live the best you.
That's it.
Keep your head down.
Head
stay
down.
focused.
Stay focused. Trust
on
the process.
everything. Don't let a lot of bullshit and negativity get in your life. Just kind of focus on you, and all that other shit will kind of fall to the wayside. Just like you said, just dodge those bullets and
Dodge the bullets from the haters.
keep going.
The only thing I can think is like Teak got some nigga. He's like Method Man in fucking Belly right now, and the hater is fucking
The nigga from Menace to Society eating a banana.
That's
eating a
funny,
banana.
'cause that's
Oh, we gonna have to
exactly
drop
how
a
it
I'm
is.
around that nigga right there. I'm gonna drop a dime on that nigga right there. I don't like that shit.
That's exactly how it is.
I don't like that shit at all.
What was his name?
Like,
What was his name?
Who knows,
all I
nigga?
remember is dude from Menace to Society.
That's what I mean.
Fuck is his name?
Kane was his name in
No,
Menace to
fuck
Society.
Kane. What's his name in that
I
movie?
don't know. He was whack to even.
gonna
No,
have to
the
use-
nigga with the banana shit on
We're
his
gonna
mouth.
have to use that.
Yeah, I know my nigga. What was the Method Man name? In
Shout out to all our previous guests.
That's right. Shout out to all of them. What was the nigga name? Mike Will. He's like, my nigga. Hey, it's my nigga White Will. What do you say his name was? I rode Dolos state to state.
Yeah, bro, don't get me started on Belly.
Can't remember.
You don't want to remember every goddamn
No, I
thing.
don't. I just
Shit.
remember certain shit, and it
Belly
comes
gonna
to.
have to have his own episode.
Yeah,
it
exactly.
is.
Right.
Goddamn.
Yeah. Mike Love. Mike. Was it Mike
No,
Love?
that wasn't it.
I don't even know. We'll have to come back.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna have to
research.
revisit.
We got to
We'll-
do it justice.
We'll talk about hood
It's nothing but
movies.
niggerish activities in Belly.
Yeah, so maybe
Yeah.
I do have somebody, or maybe you too, internet's had somebody. Maybe you got to. I just love trolls. I've been getting trolled all week, just on some other shit that we won't speak about. But I've been getting trolled all week.
You motherfuckers, I swear.
Can you define that for me? Troll.
Trolling. So you remember a treasure troll?
Okay.
All right. So besides the jewel in their stomach and the wild ass Don King green and red and yellow and whatever fluorescent hair, what did trolls do? They will hide. So they come out and be like, ha ha, and then go back. They would go back to a cave, right? Like if you remember, trolls really didn't come out during the day or whatever. Trolls just come up with some shit, came out, right? It's like, oh, little, you're a troll. They would call him a treasure troll, but wasn't no treasure with them niggas because fuck that jewel, right? They're trolls. So anyway,
Yep.
no self-incrimination.
Anything. Next.
Look up trolls yourself, internet. Watch the trolls. I love trolls.
Trolling is at an all-time high right
It's
now.
at a super all-time high, right?
Yeah.
Why is that, Sherm?
I don't know. It's real easy to troll when you throw in the internet. When I can be this anonymous bitch ass nigga and hate from afar, throwing like grenades of hate over the wall and shit. Nobody can see. Yeah.
Totally making another username.
Mhm.
Hi, I'm Brad today. I'm Ryan tomorrow.
Catfish hate. You know?
Catfish hate.
That's exactly what
Don't
it
get
is.
Paul George.
Sucker shit out here.
According to
Paul
my
George. Paul George.
Don't get Paul George.
What happened to Paul George?
That nigga got catfish.
Definitely got catfish.
You don't remember that?
No.
He was DMing a fat bitch, and then she was just like underage and something else.
Damn.
It was bad. He's an NBA player.
Yeah, I mean,
Sucker.
It ain't nothing but women all over the place for NBA niggas. I don't get that one, but that's crazy.
Young and old.
Anyway, watch out for trolls. Huh?
Watch out for trolls. 2018.
I got you.
Keep a lookout. Like they peeking for you. Nah. Make sure you watch for the trolls. But check this out, man. We appreciate new listeners. I'm getting comments. I'm getting a few good DMs here and there, good requests saying, "Hey, we rock with y'all show." So to the new people listening in, thank you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you're listening in and you didn't know already by now, but you should. So you should be following us on all social media platforms. But we have a network, the Blue Tigers Fitted Network, and it houses right now 2 other podcasts, a Daily Brew podcast, my boy LV, and a G-Spot podcast, right? You should go check them out, period. Variety is the name of the game. If you don't like our flavor, honey barbecue over here, fuck it, go get some buffalo. Don't like buffalo, maybe you're just getting lemon pepper. I don't know, but you got options. And options are always great when you're trying to eat at the buffet. So shout out to all of our network partners, man. We appreciate and love you guys and do what you guys do every week. And now you get to get hit back to back to back with different episodes to get you through your week and your work day. So we appreciate that. We love taking time out of our day and our week to sacrifice, to talk a little shit and drop a little knowledge on you. And we love it.
Absolutely.
It's like drinking that first drink of Sprite. Like, or that first shot of Henny is like, woo.
Yeah. As soon as you crack the seal, right?
As soon as you crack a seal. And, we've cracked a lot of seals this week. For music, it's been a busy week. And typically it was something I was looking excited for. Excited for hometown hero Eminem, Marshall Mathers, right? Super excited for Pharrell Williams and the rest of the NERD crew. Chad Hugo and who's the other nigga that rides on a motorcycle, Harley or whatever his name is, Harley, whatever. The other black guy out the NERD group. And Jeezy, young Jeezy, man, popped up on the scene. All in one day.
This was like the big holiday week for album releases, right?
Yeah.
There's usually that 1 week a year you get like 5-6 heavy hitters. This is probably the one for 2017.
So I guess regular ass time, we'll start wherever you like to start. We'll just throw a dart, blindfolded, butt naked, backwards through a cornfield, just decide to go wherever we go here.
All right. A lot of releases were ass. I'll start off there.
Do you want to jump into one in particular to start us off?
The biggest disappointment was Eminem.
It was, but do we want to start off with him or do we want to end off with him?
We can make that as he said, the coup de grace.
He said that?
Yeah, he said that.
I might have missed that.
Fucking whack ass shit. Whatever.
Why did I say that?
Not you, motherfucker. Eminem
Nigga, is your
said
name
it.
Eminem?
You ain't Eminem, motherfucker.
I was not paying attention.
Definitely
Anyway.
different sides of the spectrum.
Will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Oh, completely opposite color spectrum.
Yeah, don't act like you never seen a white person before.
Listen, I'm sorry. I'm on my phone.
So
Yeah,
we
exactly.
had
doing research.
So we had Eminem drop.
Okay.
Had Nerd drop.
Yep.
Jeezy drop.
And for those people, nerd is with dots after it. That stands for?
No one ever really dies.
That's correct.
Jeezy. G-Eazy. Another white boy.
I don't even put that in the...
You should though, but I'll get into that.
All right.
Slim Thug dropped some shit.
Slim Thug.
Yeah.
Nigga, you must have been on...
Boosie Badass
Listen,
dropped some
you
shit.
must have been on the iTunes recommended releases.
No,
this
I
week.
do the
like recommended drops.
This is what I do.
I
No
didn't know it
bullshit.
was recommended
This
something,
is
but
what
that's
I
cool.
do. When on every Friday, I go through and iTunes or Tidal, whoever, they'll have the new album releases, and I'll listen to each one that comes out. It was like 3 niggas that came out, I never heard of them. Shy Glizzy,
I've heard of Shy
whoever the
Glizzy.
fuck he is,
Yep.
and 2 other people I don't even fucking know.
Okay.
All
right.
But Boosie dropped 2.
Boosie Badass.
Yeah, and then your
E
boy Chris Brown.
Oh, that's right.
Dropped the deluxe version of his 45 track
A deluxe.
album.
So what is it?
He
57 now?
Yeah, he added 12 more tracks.
So
to that
57
motherfucker.
songs. That's like Russell Westbrook just hitting all kind of triple doubles every night.
So shout out to Chris Brown for being the baddest nigga in R&B right now.
Shout out
how you drop an anthology album?
Anthology
in one album and still keep doing it.
Shout out to the 12 tracks that didn't make it before, and he was like, "Oh shit, we forgot these. Let's add these
drop
on."
this bomb on y'all.
What the hell?
So
How you pare it down and say I'm gonna chill with 45?
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Out of 500 songs, 45 is cool.
Yeah, right.
So look out for him
Wow.
maybe next week.
Did you hear the tracks?
Yeah,
They all flow the same, right?
I'll be honest, the album is good. It's long as fuck, but I'm not complaining about it.
No,
but
not at all.
it's hard when this album has that. The only thing when an album has that much songs on it, it's hard to pick one song. Like, you know what? This is the song I like. And it's just like, unless he has it on the radio or whatever, like Privacy is my shit.
That's a lot of fucking going on, right? Because it's not like, yo, I'm going to get to track 19 and I know I'm the man.
Yep.
You've got to make it to track 45. Okay? And now this bitch puts on the motherfucking remix on your ass.
Now it's 57, motherfucker.
You better pace yourself, big fella.
Good luck.
Is Wet on the, is that his song?
I'm not
There's
sure.
no titles to this
Nigga
nigga.
got so many titles, all that shit. I don't fucking know.
Pussy,
Just
Wet,
pick some
Numb.
shit.
I fucks with the song Wet, but I don't even know if that's his song.
I know he got one called Juicy Booty.
That's my shit with
That's the
Janae.
shit.
Oh, I ain't heard that one.
And they
but-
mix in Juicy Biggie shit.
Shout out to Chris Brown. Like, I don't know how he will even do a tour with that.
Why not, nigga?
There's no way he
The
can
whole
perform
tour.
all the whole shit.
Shit, you just tour in Ohio. That's about 3 days worth of music right there. Shit, it take 5 days to get through that motherfucker.
Right.
Shout out to all of my people in Ohio.
Yeah, shout out Chris Breezy. But yeah, the biggest.
So just start off with listen, but set it up right. Because there's people listening in for the first time that don't know anything about Regular Ass Time, nor his passion for such as Detroit artists as Marshall Mathers.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna let you speak on it first, and I'm gonna let Sherm go. Then I'll save my shit. Plead
cool
the
with
fifth
that.
later.
So I've always been a huge Eminem fan. Back from I didn't really hear Infinite, but the Slim Shady LP, I was just with that. You know, him coupled with Dr. Dre. It was just, I liked it. It was fun. His rapping style was funny to me at first, and then when the Marshall Mathers LP, it's like, oh shit, he's fucking cold. You know what I mean? And then as his albums went on, you know, they declined. But sometimes when an artist comes out, they can drop an album that's so fucking dope, and just the way that he was funny. His ad libs were crazy. Like, I connected with that, you know, and you know, I thought he was dope. I thought he was like always in my top 5, all this stuff like that. So with that being said, I think it puts an expectation on an artist or a rapper to be like, they're always going to put out dope shit. That wasn't really the case.
Yeah, no.
That the
You know,
expectation
the last album I enjoyed of his was Recovery. I didn't like Relapse. I didn't like Encore. I didn't like that. And then, you know, Recovery came out, and then Marshall Mathers LP, that was ass.
Marshall Mathers LP 2.
Sorry. Was ass. And then, you know, he took I think it's been 4 years since he dropped something. So it was a hint that he
Was it 4 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a hint that
shit.
he was coming out with an album. So, you know, me and Teak made a bet, you know, like, about the whole, if he comes out, he's going to come out. If he comes out before this year, got to buy concert tickets and this, that, the other. So, needless to say,
Sips tea.
yeah, that's happening. But anyway, you know, the album comes out, so I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. We get trolled, talking about trolling. We get a track list dropped that features 2 Chainz, Big Sean, Kendrick, J. Cole on this album. You know,
Denine on there.
Denine on there, and then, you know, probably I want to say 3 or 4 days after that, here comes the actual track list.
another track list.
From Eminem's page, and it's featuring what. Let me say that we were saying this is what we had came up with. Okay, the album, if it comes out, we found out that it was coming out. Okay, great. We determined here at Blue Tigers Fitted that, and I admit this, I'm the biggest Eminem fan down here. It's always an uphill battle talking to these niggas about Eminem, and I've accepted that. I'm cool with it. But I even said that the original track list that I saw, if it's that, it's going to be great. As long as he doesn't have a Pink or whoever the fuck singing or
Sheeran,
whoever. At this time, I didn't know they were going to be on it. I'm just saying, as long as he didn't have some rock shit, somebody
and
singing.
we talked about guitar riffs.
Yeah, guitar riffs. As long as he didn't have that, it would be great. If it didn't, or if it did have that, it's going to suck ass. Well, hey, guess what? It sucked ass. And it's like, me being a huge Eminem fan, like I try to find every little thing I can in order for when I come down here and to try to prove my case to why you should listen to this.
Bad walking.
I didn't have shit. Like I literally didn't have shit. This is the first time I have ever, and this was with any CD. Album, whatever the fuck, it's not CDs anymore, but
CDs.
Any album, I usually listen to it straight through. At least once, give it the benefit of the doubt. I hit skip 6 times before the song even finished. And that's bad. And this is with my favorite lyrical hip hop artist. And I hit skip 6 times. I listened to all of Boosie Badass CD.
And it was fire.
And I was like, it wasn't fire, but it was like I listened to it. I gave it the time of day. I didn't even give Eminem the time of fucking day. That's how bad it was. And it's like, I get it. Okay, you have nothing to prove. You got all the money in the world. You reached.
I don't know about that, but yeah,
reached whatever the fuck you were trying to reach, whatever. And now it's like you putting something out for you, but it's just like the shit that you put out for you sucks ass. It's like it's more for.
What he labeled this album as an album for him.
I don't fucking know, but that's what the fuck it sounds like. Because all he doing, it's like
that's
to me.
What I was getting at.
To me, it's like he put shit out so it could get numbers. Like you put some shit out with Beyonce, it's whack. You put some shit out with Ed Sheeran, it's whack. You put some shit out with Kalani, and she's normally dope on shit. That's just ass. You put some shit out with Alicia the other Keys. Alicia Keys, who don't even fucking sound like herself. I don't know who the fuck that was.
She sung that shit.
That's like that fucking last Michael Jackson album.
Oh,
you knew it wasn't Michael
that's
Jackson.
not Michael, bro. Yes.
She's still alive, and that wasn't her. It's almost like she let her little kid sing in her place or some shit. Well, anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But the whole album was like, there were literally like 4 tracks that I can be like, all right, I can fuck with them. There's only one that I'm willing to like defend, like, okay, you know what? This track is dope.
What track is that?
Offended. And Offended. The 4 that I can fuck with is Believe, which Chloroseptic, and which I found out that's the one that 2 Chainz was supposed to be on.
It sounds like a 2 Chainz joint.
Framed is okay, but Offended, that's the one. But I mean, he's got Pink on there again. He's got Skylar Grey on there again.
And how many tracks?
And it's 19 tracks. And it's just,
and they're all about 6 minutes of fucking song.
Yeah, and it's just like, the biggest thing. I get what he was trying to do. Like,
I don't.
He sets it up with the shit with Beyonce. He sets it up. So I was talking to Teak earlier how, when Jay-Z dropped his shit, it was like him at his age revealing his shit about himself and just saying his shit about him at the time. I feel that Eminem was trying to do that. Like, he has this stand. I mean, he's rapping about, I have this standard to live up to and this, that, the other. I don't want it, but I have to accept it. But it just came off horribly wrong.
Hold on, when is he not talking about this shit?
No, but this
that's
one more so.
That's my problem with this whole album. It feels exactly like the last 8 fucking Eminem albums, bro. The man, and there's one thing too, like the flow's gone. It's over. This nigga was dropping those corniest bars on this album. I'm like, for real. Like, I was disappointed. Like, damn, M, you were a first ballot Hall of Fame rapping ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no question. Nobody can deny you, but this album, it just ain't it. Unlike you, I don't have no tracks I can go back to. No, I mean, on everything, man. Like, everything about this album, I double took and listened to it before we did the show, and I'm like, it just ain't popping, man. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he's like, I don't know what he's rapping for right now. Like, is he just doing it to fulfill label obligations? Fine.
I don't think so.
I hope not. I mean, I hope so in this case, because, like I said, the album feels like the same fucking Eminem album that's dropped 5 times in a row now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And him and Rick Rubin, it just don't do nothing for me. all them goddamn riff rocks and guitar riffs. It's about 5 of them on this album.
Oh, it's more than that.
It's more than 5.
It's more than
It is more than that.
Yeah,
More than
like,
half of the album.
I don't know
is
who
guitar
this
riffs.
album's for, man. I don't. Like, it ain't for me. It ain't for a 34-year-old motherfucker, you know, middle income, I guess. I don't know how to define myself these days. But I'm not a hood nigga no more. I can't say that.
Sounds like
No
a personal
more.
You know what
problem.
I'm saying? Like, who is this album for? It might be for the motherfucking Warren who just came back from Iraq or some shit.
That's mad at the government and shit.
Yeah,
That's what
it
it's
ain't for
like.
me.
And it's like, I get it. Like, I get the
You know what I'm
whole,
saying?
he seems like he's going too hard for black people in this sense. And I get it.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
No.
Explain that.
So
Explain that.
most of his songs is about, he's shouting out like Sandra Bland and all of that shit, and
He's
talking
with the
about the
shits.
injustices and
Yeah.
what's going on with black people and how he hates Donald Trump because of what he does. It's just like, I get it. I get it. You're a white boy that took a black, you know, you made your calling in a normally black, you know, genre field.
Mhm.
But it's just like, I get that point, but it's just like the way you chose to do it. Like, why would you do that? You're talking about black injustice and all that, and yet you're doing it over fucking guitar riffs with Pink singing on the hook. I don't get that. That makes zero sense to me. I mean, maybe he's trying to reach the fucking Taylor Swift fan base or whatever the fuck it is, but they don't give that fan base doesn't give a fuck about that shit. To be honest with you.
And regular ass Tom and myself have had a conversation about this early in the week. Because again, I'm the guy, like Sherm, that's going to give the album a couple tries, right? Like, the expectation is high, like you mentioned, because he's Eminem, because he's the hometown hero in a sense. This is our guy, right? I know why the album, for me, isn't what it's supposed to be. And to Sherm's point, who is the album for? So I'll give you this. We mentioned Kalani, we mentioned Ed Sheeran, we mentioned Skylar Grey. The Beyonce song is actually a Skylar Grey song. The Walk on Water is actually a Skylar Grey hook that he had Beyonce say. So whatever, Alicia Keys, guitar riffs and pop singers. But I figured it out, right? I give the album a listen in the car. I want to hear how it sounds in the car. Wasn't the best. My headphones, which are noise canceling, wasn't the best. And then I always say, can we listen to it while playing 2K? Probably not.
Nah, I'm turning that shit off. I'm gonna fuck around and be down.
You would lose every fucking game doing that
Okay.
shit.
Don't even understand.
All right. So here's what
turn that shit off.
So
fucking
Yo, motherfucker, what the fuck? Sabotage.
So if you go back, internets, and for new people listening, you got to go back a couple episodes. And maybe it was a hip hop episode. I forget what it was titled. Go back a couple episodes. For those of you guys, shout out to Brandon Rogers 45. Shout out to my man David Philly that's been listening every week. Beyond the guitar riffs, we appreciate M's flow. We appreciate the ad libs. We appreciate the lyricism. We talked about lyrics and who's the best lyricist a couple shows ago, right? Eminem, and to Tom's point, Eminem had a Pink, right, on the album, and Rihanna. Think about Rihanna's and Eminem "Love the Way You Lie," right? Dope track, won whatever nominations for whatever, right? That was 2010. Fast forward to 2013, has Rihanna on the track again, Pink's on the album again, and Rihanna shit is Friends with the Monster shit. I'm friends with the monster.
Another hit.
Okay. What I said, and why I said go back a couple episodes, because what I said still remains true. I said, if Eminem is rapping like he's freestyling, it's going to be ass. Because I'm not expecting Slim Shady, right? Hi, my name is. I'm not expecting that flow on this album because there's progression, right? But I said if he was going to be rapping like, I'm basically 30 and early, like hoobity hoobla, like even the 8 Mile flow was even a sneak peek of what we could expect now, personally, because the shit's on Netflix, internet's like, I tell you to go if you've never seen 8 Mile. It's on Netflix now. Check the shit.
Fuck hasn't seen 8 Mile.
Hey, the internets might be listening and might not haven't seen it. But check the shit out while it's $9.99 now. For shit goes up to $15, that's a whole nother thing. 8 Mile's on Netflix now. And I was just listening. I'm like, because I'm like you guys. I'm excited. I'm like, okay, Eminem's about to drop this shit. So I'm listening to old albums. I'm going back to old freestyles because I'm like you said, geeking yourself up for the finished product. And I'm like, man, you know what? And I figured it out. After my third listen, headphones, car, whatever. It's his flow. He's freestyling and talking to us, like legit talking. And it's funny. And like you said, you mentioned a couple songs. It's funny in certain songs, but it's not a song. To me, it's not a song. Like, it doesn't flow. Friends with the Monsters and Love the Way You Lie, he went with the beat. Right? Like, it was with the beat. So you can tolerate it regardless if you liked it or not.
Right.
This shit is shout out to Denying and shout out to everybody that helped out with this album, the Rick Rubens and everybody. The beats were dope. He was off key on every single track.
He's like he's rapping like he knows he's so good. It's like he's over trying, I guess.
Yeah.
He fits a lot of words in a sentence.
Yeah.
That
It's like
needs
he's trying to
rhyme.
do whatever he thinks like he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
So
And it'll get through to everybody.
So
Like I think it's dope on some, like the only track I think is dope on is on Offended.
Yeah.
But I don't like how it stops and that
cadence.
That's
It's a
stupid. Like, you
cadence
fucked
of-
up the whole shit. If he would have did like on Recovery on Marshall Mathers LP did is a track called Untitled. And he just went straight through. Had he done that, this I feel Offended is the Untitled, but he could have left that shit out. That because it doesn't even flow with the fucking what the fuck he's doing.
You go to McDonald's, you get a Big Mac. Fuck it. Before you even get to the Big Mac, you get a cheeseburger. There's a hamburger in that fucking old ass white with brown paper. It's a hamburger. Fucking wants a hamburger with just ketchup on that bitch, right? Then you get a cheeseburger. It's like, yeah, some cheese on that bitch. Maybe a pickle or two, right? Then they say, fuck around, let's give me that double cheese. So it's 2 of them fucking patties, melted, and it's got some onion on that bitch, right? They done chop some onion and put it on that bitch, right? So you're like, hell yeah, I give me a double fucking cheeseburger. That's just $1. Used to be $1. It ain't $1 no more. Then you say, fuck it, let's upgrade it. Let's just get me a number 4 or whatever the fuck it is for a 2 cheeseburger combo. Bet. Big Mac's there, special sauce, hot bun, sesame seed bun, right? 1,000 Island dressing. Cool. This shit is a quarter pounder with a double quarter pounder with a triple quarter pounder. I'll have a double quarter pounder with cheese, please. Remember that fucking commercial with this white people? Yeah. It's like you said, fitting too many words in one sentence. It's like, yo, we got the quarter pounder, fam. All right, we got the double quarter pounder. Heavy hitting. We don't need a triple or a fucking quadruple. Like, I'm getting fat at this point to where I can't digest everything that you're saying, because I really tried to go back. Like you said, who is the album for? You talk about, Tom, when we talked about the 444 thing, like why we can relate so much to 444. It's Jay-Z's Truth. So not only was it super dope beats, and Jay was talking. When you think about it, Jay was talking the 440, your favorite track. He's talking. How can I hunt? The three menage a trois. But it wasn't, it's tastefully done in a way that I feel he could have manipulated words better than what
It was like he
what
was
we
trying
received.
too hard.
It was.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to, I don't know, even like, and I'm gonna keep going back to Offended because that's the only track I can stand behind a little bit. But it was almost like he even breaks out into like the rap god shit, like the
Yeah,
he
you're
did
right.
that, and it's fine. Like, I'm with that because like it is what it is. But I would have rather had an album full of that versus the others, because he's doing that, but he's doing it on a song with like Ed Sheeran. That makes zero sense.
So final thought of this album, because we got 2 other albums to wrap up.
Ass.
Sherm, go ahead and give your Jerry Springer's 2 minutes on what you thought overall.
Nah,
Jerry
man.
Springer.
To be honest,
Springer's final thoughts? Come on, man.
he
Stay with me. Fuck with me, DJ.
went
Fuck
way
with me.
back on me. Nah, I mean, it's a pause, right? It's what? I don't know, bro. I'm lost. This
Clearly.
album,
Just like Eminem. Eminem had you lost.
yeah, it kind of did. No, it's man, I can't even say. Honestly, I'm disappointed, man. Like, I can get why, because he's got other albums I thought weren't that great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't the best, but you had reasons as to say why he wasn't. His mental mind state might not been there. I don't know what the fuck the problem is on this album. Like, it just didn't work for me. It did not work for me.
and it's the same. It's the same with me, Sherm. I just, like we all just talked about, the anticipation was building up. We wanted the hometown hero to deliver in our eyes. Somebody out here in internets, if you're listening, I know you're listening, please reach out to BTF Sherm, BTF Time, BTF Creed, or BTF Teek, Teek. And please tell me, if you are a super fan of this album, why this album was just the greatest. Why Revival was awesome to you. Because I love to know. Because I don't think this is his best work. And like Tom and I talked about earlier in the week, he can't go out with just this.
I don't think he's done. This just ain't it.
We need one more classic.
We need to actually
we need a
hear
hip-hop
that
album.
Lyrical.
We need to actually hear that 2 Chainz track.
We don't need a
where the fuck Eminem is.
we
really
don't need a pop album. We need a straight hip. At this point, I'm starting to think he's afraid to do it because he's more afraid of being a letdown in that regard. Because I feel like he could go back to it and be like, oh yeah, this was more popish. People didn't like because it was pop, so that's cool.
Yeah,
but if he did a full out hip hop album and sucked at it.
Interesting.
Come on, man.
I mean, I think he needs if you're reading this, it's too late. And I only mean that from a sense where
That's a good example.
Drake came out of left field with that.
And leave it to Scumbag Sherm to bring up a Drake reference.
No,
shout out to you, pal.
He needs that.
No,
He does. I agree with that. Drake needed that.
I'm just saying all the Drake
I
cake
get
is
you.
funny, right?
But Drake needed that.
Eminem needs that because you got to make that left turn at some point in your career and drop some unexpected shit. Like that was what I was talking about last time we were talking about him. You didn't need these dumbass marketing promos. Soon as he started off with this shit, I knew the album was gonna be ass. And, you know, I hate to say it, but it turned out to be exactly how it was. Like, yo, just do some unexpected shit. Like,
so for instance, like NERD did some unexpected shit.
they
right?
always do.
So we hear again, running through Lemonade, which was the first single from the album. And
I like the song.
Lemon.
Rihanna, right?
I'm sorry, Lemonade. Not thinking Lemonade with Beyonce shit. Lemon.
Bath salts.
Bath salt. Why the speakers in your face? Bath
What does
salt.
that even mean?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter, but it makes sense.
Exactly.
You know what it is, Sherm? What is it, Sherm?
It's
It gets the crowd going.
No. What is it, Sherm?
It's a magic carpet ride to nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand this album.
Listen,
I like it, but I don't know if I like it.
So it came out, and Complex Con happened a couple weeks ago from this recording, and Pharrell spoke about it, the song, right? Lemon. And he talked about how the song and the beat was actually 6 years old. So he did this track a long time ago, but he threw Rihanna on it, right? Rihanna is new, it's latest shit. And it sounds like, honestly, Pharrell wrote Rihanna's rap, but that could be a whole other thing.
Sounds like it.
Right? It sounds like it, right? Rihanna, nigga. Like, it sounds like something Pharrell would say for her. But dope. I was like, bet. Like you said, bath salt speakers, what does it mean? It's dope. It doesn't matter. It flows. It works. The beat started off funky in the beginning. Like it started off, it started carnival. Then it got like the stuff, doom, 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 boom. And it just did the hood shit out of nowhere. And you're like, oh my God. What is it? 100,000?
Or Future.
Or Future? No, not Future.
Yeah, Future.
Is it Future? That was
1,000?
000. Okay, maybe it is Future.
That's Future.
At first you didn't like it, then we liked it. Started like, we're like, all right, this may have some potential because it's Pharrell, it's NERD. We rock with we knew rock star pop shit was coming out of that. Like if you didn't know pop was coming out of the NERD thing, then you're not an NERD fan because that's what they do, right? Lap dance and fucking everything else was poppy, right? And Sherm's example of a magical carpet ride to nowhere is exactly what the album was for me because it's not whack, but it's like, yo, these beats and this sounds, again, we're getting into a triple and a quadruple quarter pounder with cheese. It's too fat. It's heavy on my heart because now I don't know which way to go with the album. Like, I feel like, do you remember A Trail in the fucking, with that big ass white dog, fluffy dog that the nigga was riding on, Magical Adventure, whatever the shit was. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Much, bro.
It sounds like a never ending story. I feel like I'm there, then I feel like I'm getting the back massage, then I feel like I'm at a mosh pit. Like,
and it sounds like that. And then I had kind of reference. It's you know that when Cat Williams' first comedy special, when he said that
Camp Chronicles.
Yeah, when he said that, you know, when like Mexicans be partying and the party lasts for like
them
3 months,
motherfuckers party
and
all
they
night.
just be jumping around and shit. This sounds like the album they're playing on repeat.
He'd be like,
when
yeah,
that moment
they
is
pull
happening.
up. They don't need no speakers. They need their cars.
Yeah.
And themselves, the niggas party hard.
It's just like it's nonstop whatever, and it's just like sonically, it's like okay, but it's to a point like, what the fuck? What is going on with this whole fucking album? And it's literally the first time, besides Deuces, that I've heard a whack verse from Andre 3000.
Wow. See, I told you.
I didn't like it at all.
I told you that verse was better than Deuces.
I didn't like it
because Deuces' verse was trash.
I was like, what the fuck is all the features on there besides? And this is bad that I'm saying this, but all the features besides Rihanna's were ass. And you got Kendrick on there.
I thought the Kendrick song was all right.
And the Kendrick and MIA was
nah. I'm
the Kendrick on Don't Do It. That shit was cold.
I didn't like none of it.
But it's like, but here's the thing, Sharon, and I want you to get into this. Here's the titles, track titles: Lemon, Deep Down Body Thirst, Viola, 1000, Don't Do It, ESP. Lightning, Fire, Magic Prayer is the one that you're talking about.
Lightning, Fire, Magic Prayer.
What the fuck does that mean?
Lightning, Fire, Magic Prayer. Rolling Them Sevens, which I actually kind of like that. That's the 3000 joint. Kites, Secret Life of Tigers, and Lifting You.
He still wear them fucking hats.
No,
Probably.
those are done.
Okay, he's done with the hats.
Yeah, he's back to Beanie Pharrell now. He's back to like Scully.
He's a vampire.
You know, every now and then there's
Yes.
like a movie like a Willy Wonka. You know,
But
you
wait,
get-
which
you
Willy
get-
Wonka though? The
it
one
don't
with
matter.
okay.
But my point is, it's like a whimsical character leading the adventure.
That's
you
pretty
know.
much it. What
And
happened to
taking
Chad
you-
and
Yeah,
A
exactly.
whimsical
what the fuck
character.
were y'all niggas doing? Y'all just fucking
This-
chilling,
this-
letting him fucking ride the shit?
This is for
Pause.
Where's y'all input at, motherfuckers?
This is Pharrell on this album. He's like got the hat on. He's like when he waves the hat, it's like rainbow.
No, this album was all for
rainbow
real.
colors follow him and shit.
This album was
when he
definitely
talk,
for real.
music's happening. Like
Wait,
yo,
when he talks, the music notes come out of his
Yeah,
mouth.
what did he say? He
you know what I'm saying?
sees sounds
Regular
and shit.
shit. Like,
Yeah, I forget what that is.
Whatever the
It's-
fuck it
No,
is.
it's a term. There's a term.
Who gives a fuck?
I forget what the term
he
is,
did this
but they
whole
like,
fucking
but people
album.
see sounds. I forget what the fuck that
He
is.
should have let Chad and what's the
Listen,
other motherfucker's name?
Harvey or something.
Harvey? It ain't Harvey.
Yeah, when you think of Harvey, think of a Harley. Yeah.
Whatever. Them two
I
niggas should
mean-
have stepped up and did some more shit. Cause this shit was straight for real. And
Listen.
that shit, what was Pharrell's last album? Girl?
Yeah.
What's that name on it? That
Yeah.
shit was ass.
No, it wasn't.
What
I
shit
like
was ass?
Marilyn Monroe.
Fuck
and
Marilyn Monroe.
Ain't that a bitch?
I appreciate Pharrell and his music.
Yeah, I do
it.
too,
I
but
get his
album-wise,
sound.
Happy
shit
was on
sucks.
there, man. How could you not like Happy?
Yeah, Happy.
I
was
liked it until they played it fucking a billion fucking
Well, that's
times.
with anything else.
and etched that shit in your fucking brain. Like I know that shit word for word. And I fucking ain't heard that shit in a year.
All I remember
And I can
is
say that
listen.
because I'm happy.
Listen, before Happy got big, all I remember is the YouTube video that was a fucking hour and 27-minute long with this nigga doing Happy in the fucking alley with the hat on and some other shit. And then like random niggas started doing like Michael Jackson is bad shit singing Happy. I'm like,
kinda spread.
is this an hour and 27-minute long song? Jesus.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I mean, Pharrell, like I said, he's crossed boundaries. He's just fucking whimsical now. I thought
He's
CeeLo.
474 years old.
I
That's
thought CeeLo
All right,
was like that.
He's
Vampire.
Logan. He's Logan.
I thought
He's a
CeeLo was that
vampire. He
new
definitely
age
is.
nigga. It's definitely Pharrell. That's
CeeLo.
you know what I'm saying.
CeeLo.
Some people like fucking with the lights on.
What is he doing? What the fuck is
That's
CeeLo doing?
all I remember
Hold on.
CeeLo. Some people like
He's
fucking with
throwing
the
that
lights on.
shot?
Oh,
All right, either way.
Is CeeLo?
Listen.
Oh, he got a thing in Vegas. He got a contract in Vegas for you, right? Or is that over?
He's Wayne Newton.
Yeah, he does shit like that. When you hit that plateau,
Duncan Shane.
Your
Well,
life
he
is
did.
over.
What was the one shit crazy?
Nigga,
Nigga,
that
he's
was like 12
legendary.
years ago.
It don't matter.
And that wasn't just him.
don't
That was
matter.
fucking Niles Barkley.
Gnarls Barkley.
He can go to Vegas off that one song.
I
now.
thought
Barley?
CeeLo was Gnarls Barkley.
No, it's
Nah,
two. It's two.
it's a
I
producer.
thought he became one. Well, fuck it.
Fuck him.
That nigga became.
Fuck you,
became
CeeLo.
one nigga, like,
Fuck
Did he have a
you.
CeeLo?
You know.
Fuck you song or some shit?
Fuck you.
that
Niggas in a church robe saying "fuck you."
Fuck that nigga.
Blasphemous ass nigga.
Any shit. Fuck you and Super Freak. Yeah, man. Shout out
Super
to CeeLo.
Freak.
You remember that? Was it Closet Freak or was it Super Freak? I think it was Closet Freak.
Some people like fucking with the lights on.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
I'm talking
I
about.
have never heard. We need to play that shit on the break. I've never heard that
Button
shit.
right now.
yeah,
No, I've never heard that shit.
Yes, you have. Yes,
you
you
definitely
have.
have.
Yes.
Super freak.
You are.
I think it's
thought
Closet
you
Freak.
was gonna
No,
say
it's,
closet.
yeah, I think it's closet freak shit.
Anyway, yeah.
But anyway,
Some Rick James shit.
this nigga here.
that shit is
One of
fire.
the one of the baddest,
CeeLo.
best looking
Why are we talking
motherfuckers.
about CeeLo?
Anyway, who we're finishing up with the first half with internet because we're talking your ear off. Jeezy. And honestly, shout out to who's Joe Budden's podcast and them and DJ
Everyday Struggle.
Shout out to Everyday Struggle. Because prior to me listening, no, shout him out, nigga. Shit, don't look crazy. because
Joe Budden be on some bullshit.
he is. But I'm talking about the
That
podcast.
nigga hate
I'm
on
talking about the
everything.
show.
He trolls.
Shout out to the show
Fuck
for
that
me
show.
watching the 56-minute Jeezy interview, so that before I even listen to the album, I can understand where this guy's coming from. Because honestly, I'm not a huge Jeezy
I
fan.
am.
But here's the thing, man. There's some things I like. Don't get me wrong. I love a bunch of old Jeezy shit, but I'm not a fan. I'm not like, when you say a fan, you're an Eminem fan. You're not a Jeezy fan like you're an Eminem fan.
Yeah.
Either way.
I'm just saying, I am. Y'all niggas always clown me because I'm
Where-
like, oh shit, Jeezy came out.
Where's-
Fuck Jeezy.
Where's that button? That's a lie.
Right.
Right.
Well, maybe that's not
Oh, I
you.
was about to
It's
say.
just this nigga
Where's
here.
That nigga.
Yeah.
It's just this
Nope,
nigga.
just get the
That
light skinned guy. Gang up
It's
on him.
the teak ass nigga.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a BTFT.
It's just
I'm
the
a
host
huge-
ass
I'm
thing.
just a huge. I'm a huge
Okay.
Jeezy fan.
Whatever. That mustard shit was whack, by the way. But
who?
anyway, DJ Mustard on a beat ho. That shit was trash.
What's that got to
with
do with
Jeezy?
Jeezy?
When I'm talking about Pressure with the new album, there was a ton of features on here, right? And I already knew what time it was. Whenever somebody has T Grizzly, shout out to T Grizzly, right? Another fucking hometown hero to some niggas. Payroll Giovanni, another hometown hero to some niggas, right?
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. 2 Chainz, Puffy, Kodak Black, YG, Tory Lanez, Rick Ross, Wizkid is on there, Trey Songz, J. Cole, and Kendrick. It's a lot of features. So when you see that, you're like, damn, that shit's gonna be dope because all of the favorite people I like to listen to is crazy. And I listened to the album, and it's definitely a 2K in the background album. I don't have to hear the quote unquote message because there's still songs on there titled Bottles Up, Floor Seats,
Snow season.
Snow Season, Spider, right?
That's the first track. Shit.
No, I'm not. No, the
Spider,
first,
yeah.
no, the first track, Spider, right?
Yeah, that's my
but I'm just saying, like, listen, he was on that show, and I respect Jeezy for being on that show and talking, to his community. He's giving back to the people in Atlanta. He's put people on. He talked about with YG how he's trying to take YG, who was in gang culture, and show him another way. And he told a dope ass story. If you haven't seen the interview, he told a dope ass story how T.I. when Jeezy was on, what was Jeezy's first album?
TM 101 or whatever.
No, what was Jeezy's first album? It wasn't TM 101.
Oh, you talking about like 96 Jeezy?
Yeah.
97.
shit.
What was his first album? Come on, fan.
Ban the Snowman? Is that
No,
it?
no. Come on, fan.
Mixtape. I don't know. Anyway,
What was the shit with him sitting back with all the money? We talked about it before.
That was Thug
That's
Motivation.
TM101.
Thug Motivation.
101?
Yeah.
Nigga, we just.
You said TM 101. He
That's
just
the
thought that.
same
Thug
shit.
Motivation,
All right. Anyway.
God damn.
Anyway, yeah. I'm
It's
gonna-
Thug Motivation.
101.
TM 101.
Anyway.
That's what the fuck it's
We're
called.
gonna let that slide.
But there was an actual TM. Anyway.
No, it's not.
No.
Yes, it
Keep
is.
going.
But anyway.
Next.
Anyway, Thug Motivation shit was there. He spoke about how T.I. came to the studio, and it was funny because he was like, let me count this up real quick. Okay, statute of limitations. Like he was like 7. All right, statute of limitations. He said T.I. came to visit him in the studio, and he was physically counting $2 to $3 million was stacked up on a table. T.I. saw that shit, and he said he grabbed Jeezy and was like, hey, my nigga, let me talk to you for a minute. Talked to him outside, and he said,
Chill on that shit.
he said you can't do both. He said you need to do one or the other. You can't do both. Like either you gonna go do that or you gonna sell records. So he said he respected Tip a lot for that because that was the only guy that saved him from hitting like a brick wall. Because whatever he was doing prior to that, which we know, selling dope, whatever, that's how he got on, right? So now he's this for the streets guy. He's, the president's black shit with Nas hopped on. Jay-Z wanted to do the remix, right? Like Barack Obama, right? Our president, past president, shouted him out, right? Shouted out Young Jeezy. So he's talking about a lot of positive shit, which I respected more. Going into this album, like I said, I kind of expected to hear some of that shit, and some of it's there. But again, when you get these titles like that, I'm like, nigga, ain't none of that uplifted shit you was talking about in the interview on this album. Like, it's dope. I actually like this album over the 3 that we talked about because, again, it's 2K background playing music. It's car music. I don't know if I'm going and studying and saying verse by verse, but
no.
Jeezy shit has never been that, though.
Yeah, never.
Jeezy's
I am the
music-
streets. Jeezy shit has been.
No,
Jeezy has
Jeezy's
never
music.
been. I'm gonna sit down and study these.
No,
lyrics.
Jeezy has not been. Jeezy has never been like I'm the most lyrical nigga ever.
No, I never said that. I
Is
never
the
said
nigga
that.
that is there for motivation to fucking make you want to go make some money. That's his sole purpose.
Yeah, how
Every
you
time-
make your money is
It
the whole
doesn't
other
fucking
thing.
matter how you make it, but every
It
time
does matter.
No, it doesn't. every time you fucking listen, I know for me, every time you listen to a fucking Jeezy album,
You want to sell a brick?
fuck yeah, who gives a fuck? I want to make some money.
Every time I hear a Jeezy album, nigga,
I want to make some
I'm selling
motherfucking
the brick.
money. That's what he fucking does. And it's like, I think out of all of the releases,
fuck around and get caught.
I think out of all the releases this past Friday, I think Jeezy's album was the best.
Right, I agree, and and again, it could be because of the features, but for me, the production just flowed. Like you expect, and that's the thing they talked about on the show. You expect the intro to be hot fire because every Jeezy album, like it sets the tone.
This one did that.
Spider
definitely did that.
Right,
shit.
it's dope, super dope, and it sets the tone on how the album is going to be. And I think it did that for me when I listened to it. I was like, oh, this shit is actually pretty cold. I went back.
Cold.
Yeah, I went back to a couple other tracks. I'm like, damn, this shit knocking.
Like that shit with pop bottles with Diddy.
Yeah.
Like he just fucking. He was like popping bottles on big rollies. That shit.
That's the get your roll on.
Yes, like the shit is fucking fire. Like how can you not like that shit?
That shit was fire.
You know what I mean? Because you don't. I think with and I'm keep going back to Eminem. With Eminem, you expect the lyrics. You expect, okay, this is fucking rap god, quote on air quote, whatever the fuck. And it's like he didn't deliver.
Right.
With Jeezy, you expect him to talk about fucking selling fucking dope, getting money, and fucking motivating you to go fucking party and have a good time. He does that every single fucking time with every fucking album. Yeah, okay, some albums the beats might not be the best or whatever, but in the same point, he sticks to the same. That's his formula, and I get it. It's almost like Jay-Z has a formula.
Jay-Z definitely has a formula.
He went from talking about, oh yeah, I was a dope man or whatever, to now all he does is brag. That's what he does.
It's always brag,
and that's his formula, and it works. I don't expect shit else from Jay-Z. I don't expect shit else from Jeezy. I don't expect Jeezy to be fucking trying to motivate me to go to college and fucking be the best at all. Fuck that shit. I expect Jeezy to tell me to go fucking sell these fucking rocks and get this fucking $1,000 and whatever and flip that shit 20 times and all this shit like that. That's what I expect. I prefer artists to give me what I expect versus to try some shit that fails.
Did Eminem give you what you expected?
He failed. No, he failed. He didn't give me shit what I expected. He failed.
He gave you what Sherm expected.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He failed. I like, with I think the best person that did that this year was Jay-Z. Because I think it was like, what do you expect from a Jay-Z album? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you're going to talk about how much art you got. You're going to talk about, you got Beyonce. Okay, you got fucking, okay,
I don't
great.
expect that.
But he fucking, he did what he did, and he did it right.
Marcy Me.
He let niggas know, like, yeah, especially on Marcy Me.
Was the most lyrical song on that album.
Don't fucking forget about me, motherfucker. Like, I can fucking kill anybody out here, and I'll do that shit so eloquently and fucking use triple, quadruple entendres and shit.
Alpaca.
And it's like, it's fucking dope. That's what I wanted from Eminem. Was him to fucking it to all be a culmination of like how great he's supposed to be.
So Sherm, Jeezy album. Did you give a listen?
As a Detroit native, young Jeezy has a very kindred thing going on with the city of Detroit. So absolutely, I gave it a listen.
Sure.
As Jeezy is pretty much the king of Detroit hip hop for the last whatever. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. He's got the weirdest connection to Detroit. But
because there's T Grizzly and there's the
just because he's always
beyond that. Yeah,
but he's been here and it's been
from
long.
the moment he initially blew up. Jeezy in Detroit. Because it's like Atlanta and Detroit. It's kindred spirits, man. You go to Atlanta, it feels like Detroit.
Yep. It's also a lot of dope niggas here that he's connected with. So that also
allegedly. We don't know nothing about that.
Yeah. Shit, I ain't gotta defend that nigga. He says it. Shit.
I am the streets, nigga.
You ain't gotta admit it. He missed that shit.
And from that aspect alone, this album initially to me feels like a Detroit album. More so than the rap god himself, which is disappointing. Like,
that nigga ain't dropped
he ain't never dropped a Detroit album.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he ever has.
And that's not, whatever. You're Eminem. You're beyond all that. Okay, fine. But in this sense.
Sometimes I just feel like.
In this sense, Jeezy is holding it the fuck down all the way for the streets. It's not the best album of the year by any means.
No, not at all. But of the three that we were talking about,
it was the best of the holiday weekend. I think the track with J. Cole and Kendrick was absolutely fire.
Fire.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Fire. And they both sent their verses in, but that's okay.
That's fine.
That's the age now. That's what it is.
Yeah,
now.
J. Cole told Jeezy.
It's called efficiency. Okay?
Yeah, J. Cole told Jeezy, like he said, I literally made a phone call to J. Cole and was like, I need you on this. And he sent him the beat and Jeezy's verse. Cole was like, I'll need a minute with it. And I see why he needed a minute with it.
But it
was nuts.
But and I like this Jeezy album. I mean,
Cole was better than Kendrick on that, by the way. But anyway,
that's correct.
I agree with Tom. It feels like a traditional Jeezy album, but me personally, I'm not ever listening to Jeezy for bars. So that.
Oh hell no, never.
So right there, rule that out for me. Right,
you're setting yourself up for failure if you're doing that. Don't ever do that shit. This is for anybody and everybody listening. Don't ever do that. That's not what it's for.
At this point in life, like. You know, when I was a young incoming hip hop,
that's what you want to hear. If I don't hear that, I'm pissed.
What is that?
Like, nigga, if you don't hear that, nigga. If I don't hear that, I'm serious, nigga.
We've been so conditioned.
I got money.
I'm fucking mad. If he don't say that shit, I'm pissed. This shit is trash.
No, nigga, he give me one motherfucker.
He better say that shit.
At one point earlier in life, I'll probably listen to hip hop for bars or the beats or something in between. But right now, just give me entertainment. Does this shit entertain me? Yes. This Jeezy does entertain me. Unlike the M, no. The Nerd kind of does.
Right.
But, the Jeezy definitely does entertain me. That's just me personally.
So let me ask you guys this before we go to break. Do you think that this Jeezy album, because I spoke to someone about this earlier in the week, could have sustained and been the topic of conversation of these three albums if he did not have the features that he had?
No, you definitely have to have features on a Jeezy album. You have to.
Why?
Jeezy is not. I think it's very few people that can have an album where they don't have features. You have J. Cole. You have Jay-Z.
You have Kendrick. You have Kendrick.
Kendrick can do one.
You have J. Cole. J. Cole didn't have no features.
I said that.
Right.
But Jeezy is not one of the. Like I said, for that. Only people that can not have features are people that are lyricists and.
So, do you think it could have sustained without it?
I don't think Jesus got enough to say to rock a solo dolo album.
I don't think so. Either.
You know what I mean? And
so that's not a knock.
That's not a knock on him, but I don't.
That's just.
I wouldn't even want that from Jeezy.
That's not who he is. Like you want features for him. You just
need the 2 Chainz in the Jeezy song. Goddamn shit.
And I'm gonna throw this other album out there. Because I know a lot of people probably won't listen to it.
I don't want to hear Slim Thug.
No, fuck that. No. That if you listen to Slim Thug, that's like a currency album.
Toe tag a motherfucker got him undercover.
If you're trying to smoke good and vibe out,
get some head while you rapping on the whole song.
That's what Slim Thug is for. But G-Eazy's album, give it a listen.
You're by yourself, regular ass.
Give it a
2 versus 1.
He has one of the highest fucking tracks out right now with the No Limit shit or whatever. Just give it a listen. That's all I'm saying. You might be surprised.
Scumbag Sharon, what say you to G-Eazy?
Yeah, I know what both you niggas go on. I ain't saying to say it to y'all motherfuckers. I'm saying it to the people that's listening.
I was just looking at like
y'all didn't even listen to it, did you?
Fuck no.
I didn't.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing.
Fuck y'all
I was just about
opinion
to
on
say
it.
why
Because y'all ain't listen to it.
Say why.
Why? Because he's white?
No,
you racist motherfucker.
Look at his album cover, bro. I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it.
This nigga sitting wrapped in like honey.
Y'all seen the album because he looking down and got dirty shirt?
I don't know what's happening.
That's racist, Sharon.
I feel like it's a Buddy Lee advertisement. I don't feel like
Buddy Lee advertisement.
That's just how I feel, regular. Buying dungarees, not hip hop. Goddamn.
You two niggas.
Hip hop dungarees.
Anywho, give G-Eazy's album a listen.
Listen, fuck G-Eazy.
Hold on. Every artist starts somewhere, right?
No,
wait. Listen,
it's been around. As a hip hop head,
no, I can't. No, just hear me out. Just hear me out.
It wasn't like a day one.
Everybody doesn't automatically listen to everybody, right? There's a reason why we just talked about the 3 albums we talked about, because they're the top of the top. There are also so many new artists that dropped and all. Like I think what's the producer's name?
Zaytoven.
No, he dropped the album.
Metro. Yeah,
he dropped the album, and it's hella features.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it yet, but it's hella features.
Because he don't rap, nigga, he make beats.
Listen, I'm just saying, like you have to like.
Right.
Give new shit a try. Trust me.
Don't
You'll be
listen to
surprised.
G-Eazy.
Personally,
Name me name me 2 G-Eazy songs.
No Limit.
Uh-huh.
And what is it called? Supposed to be? What the fuck?
Say USA.
Planned.
Yeah, here's my
Plan.
thing. I won't take it that far with Jeezy. I don't like his music, but I respect his hustle. You know what I'm saying? He's not a small time artist by no means. That motherfucker's getting big time money out.
But am I checking for that shit? Hell no.
Personally, no, I'm not.
I'll hear it next year.
And that's funny too, because I've heard of people that say that kind of shit towards me with Eminem, and I'm like, you don't fuck with Eminem? I'm like, no. So I get it.
Yeah.
And he just ain't for me. That's all that is.
So internet, decide.
I'll fuck with it later, but not right now.
Decide
Get
who's
to it
for
later.
you. Decide who's for you. We'd love to hear your feedback. Love to hear your comments, suggestions on who we should be listening to, or who you rock with. Or
Jeezy's the winner.
who?
He won Friday.
All right. It was too close to G-Eazy.
No, I said G.
Okay. Just making sure.
Jeezy, the snowman.
The Snowman. I don't think I heard that this album, but
He didn't.
he didn't do that this album.
Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Past that,
I'm going to write a
He's
letter. No, fuck that
Write
shit.
a letter. Do you know how to write in cursive anymore, nigga?
Yeah.
Said, do you
I think.
know how to write?
It's been a while.
This nigga about to write like Eminem, ease all backwards and shit.
Dear Jeezy.
Dear Stan.
I wrote you.
Dear Jeezy. I wrote this letter.
But you never.
It's me, your biggest fan.
You said I could flip. You said I could flip this brick. What happened?
Just regular ass Tom. I didn't even go Thomas for you. I went Tom.
I'll do Tommy for you.
Listen, internets.
Fuck you, Eminem. Sorry.
Check
Sorry. I'm disappointed. Shit, I'm hurt.
check out Freshly Made Beats while regular ass Tom is butthurt on this break.
Where is Freshly Made?
Who knows? He's pulling a regular ass Tom.
Is he the new
He's
Diego?
he's the new Diego. He's freshly made Diego.
Freshly Diego?
Freshly made Diego.
He got the little fedora.
He's got the fedora and he's with Johnny Depp and the other guy
Whoever the
doing
fuck,
blow.
I don't know. Pause.
We'll be right back, internets. Blue Tigers Fitted Network. Let's go.
What's up? It's your girl Lala, and I'm here with Blue Tigers Fitted. We sipping on some Lala's libations, talking shit, getting money, and having fun.
Internet's back again. Thank you, Freshly Made Music. 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 As opposed to Beats by Dr. Dre. Freshly Made Music. Internets. Follow him. If you like the intro, interludes, and the outros, and you want it for your show, or, I don't know, maybe you just want to hire Fresh for your bar mitzvah, or your 13th birthday if you're not Jewish.
He's selling beats for cheap. Let's go.
He's selling beats. I'm not going to say for cheap. I can't speak for that man. And how much he's
Why
selling
not?
beats.
I was thinking, like, I don't know if he's
Yeah.
selling for cheap.
Why not?
I can't say for
He's
cheap.
selling them for something.
You sound like you're selling a sample. Don't think about it too much.
It's better than nothing.
I guess. But either way, we appreciate you, Freshly Made Music, for taking us through the commercial break there. But not really. As we roll corks. Whoever thought about that name? What's a cork?
A screw.
What are these words? What are these words derived from? Can you tell me, Scumbag Sherm? Who sits back and says, this is a
The
cork?
white man.
Okay. Romans?
Yeah, Germans,
Yeah,
Romans,
let's go with
Greeks,
that. Yeah.
whoever the fuck.
Whoever the fuck.
Some European.
That's a stupid ass name. Cork?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going to call it Cork.
I'm going to call it cork, and we're going to spell it C-O-R-K. Cork. People are listening.
Hey, everybody, it's the second half.
Yeah, second half. The most belligerent half that you ever listened to.
This is what y'all be waiting for.
This is what you really want? Chris Tucker. Look at that shit, man. Chris Tucker had noodles on his motherfucking wife beater in Money Talks. He's sitting down eating a cup of noodles after he jumped out the helicopter and swam from the fucking whoever. He's sitting in a diner and he's eating like chicken noodle soup or some shit. Franklin, whoever. Can't remember the nigga last name. And the cops look up and they're like, and look at him like,
I remember that.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
look at his wife beater, bro. He has like chicken noodle like Oreos on his shit on Money
That's
Talks.
hilarious.
Don't know why I said that, but
Outtakes. I don't know either.
it just works.
It happens.
It happens.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. That's how we do to the boogie. Christmas. So Christmas is upon its, and maybe you're listening to this on Christmas Eve, which would be dope because somebody's coming home from work. It's a sad Christmas Eve if you're listening to us.
That's really bad.
Goddamn.
That's really
I think
fucking
so.
bad,
They
though.
don't want to hear the Kiss.
You know what? I don't want to. I don't want to hear who in the fuck is Kris Kringle. That shit is
It's
just.
a white man.
I feel it's some C's to sound like, you know. Shire said, "Who was the little donut in the cuppy coffee?"
Coffee, and bagel.
Biggie Bagel. See, see, regular ass time. You thought I was tripping. You were like, "What?" and
my
Sherm had to
God.
correct your ass. And after I said it,
with this
he
random ass memory shit.
he knew who I was talking about.
Cuppy coffee, Biggie Bagel.
Listen,
That's the dumbest shit.
listen. Who is Kris Kringle? Whenever I hear Kris Kringle, I think of Tim the Two Man Taylor in the Santa Claus.
Wait a minute, is it Kris Kringle or Old Saint Nick? Like, which
It's
one
all the
is
same
It's
shit.
all-
We're talking about Santa.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy?
Santa.
Santa.
And every time I hear Santa, I think of Bad Santa, and I think of the
Good movie.
fucking what was the calendar? The little with the chocolates in it. The fucking what kind of calendar? That was the.
Fuck. It's been so long since I've seen that.
But wait, you punch it, it's chocolates in
Yeah.
it. What's the shit with the calendar? God damn it! It's the fucking. He said something. I just saw the shit the other night and I laughed.
I forgot.
It's the something calendar, where every day of Christmas in December you're supposed to like punch the little fucking card. Remember in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
I don't fuck with those movies.
What?
No, you're crazy.
You don't listen. You
Wait a
don't look
minute.
at National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
You're what? You're not
up.
a Chevy Chase fan?
Hell
Chevy
no.
Chase.
What?
Wow.
Y'all are?
Well,
Jesus. I'm disappointed with both.
I'm
mind is
disappointed
blown
with you
right now.
My mind is blown too. Regular ass
Really?
time.
Chevy
Only when
Chase
it
fan?
came on CW, I watch it. But
CW.
The WB, you
Wait.
niggas in the little frog.
You don't fuck with Chevy Chase.
No,
Oh.
he's terrible. What,
Oh my god!
what y'all looking at me like that for? I'm
What
looking at
fucking
y'all
kind
like
of
that
standard of comedy do you have?
for. Chevy
nigga?
Chase?
he wasn't
Bro,
on the
that's it. Listen, National
Nigga, you
Lampoon's.
just
It
sat
wasn't.
down here 2 hours ago and said that
No.
Christmas Vacation was a holiday movie.
I did not. You said that. I listened to you. That's what actually happened. I never
So you
co-signed
never fuck with.
that. No, Chevy Chase is awful. Awful.
I don't know what to do.
Awful.
I don't know what to say. Internets.
That's why you're a
Y'all
scumbag.
niggas-
Hey,
Sharon.
listen,
That's what I
listen,
gotta say.
listen.
That nigga
AZ
watch
is
Chevy
cheap.
Chase
AZ is
movies.
cheap. Is
Jesus.
listening right now, and he's for the white delegation, and he's trading scumbag Sherm.
said that.
He's
I
trading.
bet AZ agrees with me.
No, he
No.
fucking doesn't. I promise you he doesn't.
Listen,
He might
AZ
not,
is
but
cheap.
whatever.
We know you're listening in. We're trading scumbag Sherm for Lenny Kravitz.
Y'all hear? so y'all sit here and watch like
Are you
Caddyshack
serious?
and get the young
Home Alone.
Who was the nigga from? Wait,
Home
wait,
Alone's cool.
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
Home
Who was the
Alone's
nigga
So
from?
how the fuck you like Home Alone but not Christmas Vacation?
Wait, who was the nigga
I
from
don't like
Jamie
Chevy
Foxx show?
Chase. I
That was
mean-
the Bell nigga, the main nigga behind Gwyneth, whoever, the other nigga.
Thaddington or whatever the fuck his name
Thaddington.
was. You
Oh,
trying to
Was it Trevor?
play me, I don't
No
know.
one, Trevor. That was Fresh Prince.
Yeah, the newscaster motherfucker.
Hillary, will you marry?
Who's old now, nigga?
What was his
Goddamn.
name?
That was super red.
It's
He was
right
the
there.
bellhop. He's like,
Yeah, I know you said
Jamie,
Braxton.
Braxton.
Yeah.
Pete Hartner-Brig.
The white delegation
That's who you are.
trade scumbag Sherm for
Yeah.
Braxton on the Jamie Foxx
Chevy
show.
Chase movies.
Yeah.
Y'all, this is
I'll
the limb
take,
y'all gonna die. on.
Bro, wait,
Sherm.
This is
stop.
seriously the limb.
Just
y'all.
stop.
listen,
Chevy
Stop.
Chase.
listen.
Sherm, stop.
Chevy Chase.
Sherm, stop.
I
Bro.
feel fine about it. Y'all niggas is holding up Caddyshack and fucking.
Nigga, we ain't talking about all that
Bill
shit.
Murray was
Nothing.
classic. Bill Murray was classic in that movie.
You don't fuck with Bill Murray either?
I didn't say that. Bill
I'm
Murray-
asking you.
What
Bill
about
Murray is
Bob?
something else.
I'm asking
What about
you.
Bob,
Bill
bitch?
Murray is dope.
No, he's not different. They're the same
Chevy
fucking.
Chase is terrible.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
Bob
is
Saget.
dope.
Wait a
I like Bob
Wait,
Saget just because
stop,
he knows
stop.
he's Bob Saget.
Hey,
you know
stop,
what I mean?
stop. Hey,
You know what
stop
I'm saying?
and stop.
Watch Bob Saget.
Bob
Entourage.
Saget?
That's all you need to know.
what the fuck?
No, I get that. I get it.
Let's talk about some Christmas
God,
shit. 'Cause
yeah,
my
please,
cheer is going all the
can't
way the
believe y'all
fuck
let
away.
Bob-
Bob,
Chase fan.
Full House,
Like,
Mary Kate and
How do
Ashley.
you not look at Christmas Vacation every Christmas?
Dog, no.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nah.
No.
Not the top of the list though, for sure.
What do you
is
niggas
the top-
looking at?
what is
What do you
the top
what do you
of
look
For
at?
Christmas?
Fucking
Charm,
Friday and shit.
Charm.
Next
Okay.
Friday?
Hold on
Like,
now.
shit y'all is look at? God damn. Who the fuck doesn't like Christmas
Friday
Vacation?
after next.
That
Y'all
shit?
motherfuckers, what's the shit?
You know what I'm
What's
saying?
the
Get it
Right.
right.
Y'all look at Christmas Story on Christmas,
Yeah,
don't
you
y'all?
do. Oh, a million times over.
Is that the
Your
one with the
fucking
little-
leg lamp.
He shot me in the eye, licking the goddamn lamp post and
That's
getting your
cool with
tongue
you, huh?
I
stuck.
actually never watched that shit.
Yeah, you playing 2K while Christmas Story is playing in the back.
Nah, see, no.
Man, what?
So what
I'm
y'all
trying to
looking
think.
at? What y'all looking at on
I
Christmas?
like, you know what I like? I like the Bill Murray movie. where-
Groundhog Day?
No, motherfucker,
That's
the
not
Christmas,
Christmas.
movie.
What
Oh,
Christmas movie?
Scrooge.
Scrooge, yes, you
Oh,
know it.
okay,
that is-
all right,
that's
all right,
classic.
all right.
That's
I give you
classic.
that.
You were
All
doing
right.
yourself
You know
just
what I'm
a minute
No,
amount.
minute. Yeah.
Come on, keep going.
Scrooge.
Say some shit, man, because that Christmas Vacation shit got me fucked up.
Speaking of which, it does have me fucked up.
That's
Listen,
fucked up, Sean.
listen.
It's not
Here's the
funny.
reason why.
It's not
Oh,
funny.
it's very funny
It's not
because
funny.
listen,
Not
listen.
funny.
Clark Griswold
It's not funny.
is hilarious. Okay, Clark Griswold is a American white
what?
man who's an idiot.
He's trolling.
He's trolling.
He's definitely
Sherm's the
trolling.
definition of a magic carpet ride
definitely
to
trolling.
nowhere.
Nerd ass
Okay,
nigga.
nerd ass nigga.
I'm dead ass B.
Nerd ass
Okay.
nigga.
You're a magic carpet ride to nowhere because if you don't know, you watch Seinfeld. Who was
What the
Right.
fuck? Wait a minute.
You-
who
you
was
do watch
who was
I love Seinfeld.
wait who was
That nigga's the corniest nigga ever.
wait who
It's
was
terrible.
You
It's
look
terrible.
at, listen at that, but you won't look
Wait,
at
wait,
Chevy
wait,
Chase.
wait,
who was the girl? Who was the girl?
Elaine?
Elaine.
Okay.
If you can't appreciate the fact that Chevy Chase, aka Clark Griswold's Christmas tree, went through the window of Elaine and her boyfriend's shit while they were having a meal, that was the funniest shit. And not that the fact that the Christmas tree went through their window while they were eating, but the fact that they went through the window and a nigga pulled that shit out like zzz, like nothing happened.
You don't remember when the ice went through and fucking destroyed their home?
the CD players.
Shit?
None of this has nothing to do
See.
with the greatness.
Have you
that
ever
was
seen it?
Seinfeld. Yeah.
Okay, then. That's all that
You don't
matters.
remember when this
I've
nigga?
I've
listen,
seen all three of the first ones, and I thought they were all shit.
no, we're not
I
talking.
don't like. Y'all, Chevy Chase is terrible. I'm sorry. You're
The
not gonna
Jelly of
flame
the
it.
Month Club. The fucking pool. This nigga worked his whole life, right? He had a little pool. He had a model pool.
I just
Okay, wait.
let the internet. Do you hear yourself?
Wait.
I say let the internet speak.
Wait.
Chevy
It is gonna
Chase is
speak.
terrible. Okay?
It is gonna speak. Listen, he worked his whole job. We talking about closing 2017 out, right? Could you imagine working at your job and you know that you've been a hustler, right? We were talking about Jeezy and all these other fucking people. You've been hustling on your job the whole year, right? And you know your boss is supposed to give you a big bonus, so much so that
He was looking forward to it through the whole movie.
wait, that
right?
nigga had a
Yeah.
pool. Wait, he had a little play model pool with a diving board. He was like doing, hitting the fucking diving board because he was like, "Hey man, you get your bonus yet? Not yet, man. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting to put the family pool in." And nigga had a play model of a pool because Chevy Chase was gonna build an in-ground pool for his family based off his bonus.
Then giving them a membership, a 1-year membership to a fucking
And he spazzed out. Right?
yeah,
At the end.
Jelly of the Month Club. Wow, Sherm, you learn something every day.
Yeah.
I look at that shit. I look at that and Home Alone religiously
fucks with
every
Home Alone. I
Christmas.
fucks with Home Alone 1
Yeah,
and 2
Home
for
Alone.
sure.
Every Christmas, I look at that
sure,
shit.
but-
As soon as I wake up, pop that shit on.
Listen, Chevy
Wow.
Chevy Chase gets no play in my ride, okay?
Well,
I'm gonna Minister Society that one, like, yeah.
You look at Minister of Society on Christmas, nigga? What kind of fucked up shit is
you,
that?
you gang banging on breakfast, nigga?
I never said that. But, you know,
nigga. Well, why'd you bring it up?
You want that racist frog? The WB with the fucking top
It's
hat
a
on.
line in Minister say, this shit gets no play in my ride. If I gotta explain
Oh,
the
okay,
joke, it
okay,
ain't
okay,
funny,
sure.
but, you know, it is what it is.
Please
Wow,
don't look at Minister.
wow,
Please don't look at
wow.
Minister Society on
Trading
Christmas.
Places is classic as hell though.
Fuck
That's
that
a
is.
Christmas movie.
How dare
Yeah.
somebody just say that?
Listen, the
No,
crew
that's not.
here, when Christmas comes, I may start it off, or Sean may start it off. We send a group text and we say, Merry New Year at Christmas when we know it's Merry Christmas.
And where is that from?
Definitely Trading Places, right? So here's the thing. We say that to one another. Even when the New Year comes, we don't say Happy New Year. It's Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Right? Like, you're my friend from Cameroon. Yeah. Time for beef jerky time. Right? Like, we say that because that's another classic film.
You know what else I can't skip though? Like I'm big on like animation and stuff like that.
So
Grinch, I can't skip it like ever.
The cartoon Grinch?
The cartoon or the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Yeah, no. I like both. I like Jim Carrey.
Wasn't the Grinch the green eggs and ham nigga? No, what was his name?
Oh, that's green eggs and ham nigga.
Right?
No, the Grinch is the Grinch.
No, wait, but wasn't he part of the green eggs and ham?
No, he wasn't.
Who was the person that made the green eggs and ham?
Dr.
Seuss,
nigga. What?
Dr. Seuss.
It was never a movie. It was a book.
Who was it? The Peanuts people was Schultz. Something Schultz, right?
Yeah, Charles Schultz.
You know these white people that you don't know Chevy Chase. This is a goddamn shame, Sharon.
That's completely two different
Listen,
shit.
what I'm getting at is there's a book, and I have to show it to the internet, so we got to take a picture. My uncle has a book from the 70s of the Peanuts Gallery. It totally doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about. From the Peanuts Gallery. And it says, who's the little black nigga? And
oh, you mean a nigga that sat by himself on the side of the table?
correct. Who was he?
Fuck that. Fuck Charlie Brown.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Bro, this book from the 70s said Franklin is a Negro.
I believe it. I believe it.
Bro, do you believe it?
Yeah, that's why I was sitting by his
seen
goddamn
these kind of books. Yeah, no,
And I'm
Charlie Brown, dog.
and I'm like, what?
Charlie Brown.
And they fuck. Where do they do that at? Where it says it's a whole page dedicated to Franklin.
Is a Negro.
Franklin is a Negro.
Dr. Seuss was racist as hell.
He
too.
was. He was
But you knew one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
He was insane, but he was racist.
Yeah, so was fucking Ben Franklin
Henry Ford.
and Albert Einstein.
Fuck all of them.
He wasn't racist. What are you talking
Albert Einstein was racist.
Why wouldn't he be?
Going around sticking his fucking fingers in
He was alive
fucking
in the
sockets.
40s.
I don't put it
all
past
them
him.
motherfuckers racist.
They're
Fuck them all.
racist.
Prohibition.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, where are we going?
He had whores.
What did he do for
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas,
That's
nigga.
what I'm
So here's the other thing. I'm asking you about Christmas, though, right? So Christmas, you know, is a, and maybe we talked about it, maybe we haven't. But Christmas, to some, okay, for me, it's a jack move. Now that I'm a grown ass man with children, it's a jack move because of the simple fact that it sells your favorite department stores, your favorite stores you love to go into, your fast food restaurants you eat on a daily at break or at lunch. Everybody's offering a Christmas special / holiday special, right? It went to being Merry Christmas to Happy Holidays. Have a great holiday because you didn't want to offend nobody, right? Because if it's whoever religion or race didn't celebrate whatever, they didn't like Merry Christmas. Fuck Merry Christmas. I don't Merry Christmas. So it's Happy Holidays. Then it gets touchy, right? It gets touchy from the fact that now you become a man or a woman and, you know, you grow up and you're like, okay, let's look at old Jolly Saint Nick and all of this things that in the past. Then you start researching this shit and you find out Christmas and Jesus wasn't even born. If you believe that shit, Jesus wasn't even born on December 25th, nor in the winter, in the colder months. Jesus was born based off the King James Version towards the spring and summer months, right? So you're like, wait a minute. So if it's not Jesus' birthday, what are we celebrating it for, right? Gifts. Then you look,
it's been pagan,
and it's pagan holidays, right? Now it's the devil's, now it's satanic worship, and now internets and everybody else tells you that when you hang up a Christmas tree and you light this bitch up and you put on bulbs, the bulbs are the slaves' heads.
Nigga, what? Hold on, let me just cut you off right
Who
there.
said that? I never heard that.
I've let you ramble on long enough.
Who the fuck said that?
Like, what?
Listen. I'm just
What are
saying
you talking
the
about,
pagan holiday,
Okay.
right? They don't believe in trees, so in the Bible ain't no
I
trees.
thought that was the
supposedly.
whole point of the fucking tree was
They
'cause
don't
of
believe in
pagans.
trees.
No, they don't believe in the fucking
is
Christmas
real.
tree. Not from Jolly Saint Nick. It's the nigga tree, is what they
The
apparently
tradition
call it.
of the tree, I thought, was from the pagans. I mean,
Correct.
that ain't got shit to do with Jesus the
At
fucking
all,
tree.
right?
Yeah.
So what they were saying is that they sacrificed slaves and they sacrificed whomever
Well.
and hung heads up on this tree as like a
Lord.
glorification of whatever. So when you put bulbs and lights up on a tree, you're on some fucking let the pagans roll.
What?
Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying this is what I think. This is what the internet is saying, and this is what I'm saying. Look the shit up. It's crazy, right? Because Google, nigga, check it out. Google it, and you'll see that this is what's being talked about.
Check your sources, man.
No. This ain't fucking Wikipedia. I'm just simply saying this is what they say is based off of that. So Sharon mentioned the pagan. Why do you mention it as a pagan holiday?
Because it is. I mean,
why?
A group of godless motherfuckers came together and was like, "Yo, let's celebrate X and other
What's
shit."
X?
It could be whatever. I don't get me to lying. I'm not gonna make myself a fool. All I know is the quote unquote Christmas holiday is paganistic thing in its nature, the whole thing. And I'm not tripping. I mean, I get it for the little kid standpoint, but as far as all that other shit, the Jesus point and all that, to be honest, yeah, it's bullshit. Santa Claus, yeah, it's all bullshit.
Who believes in a fat, jolly old white man that's gonna come down the fucking chimney? Niggas ain't got chimneys in the hood.
I like the fucking
right. We ain't got no chimney.
I like the way the Germans handled it. Like, okay, one nigga established, he's gonna give you gifts. We gonna make another nigga named Krampus and say he ain't getting you shit if you fuck up. So
and he kill your kids and shit.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Like that's fucked up too.
That's what Krampus too.
The Germans, they different breed, but right.
They kept their kids in line.
Yeah, they kill niggas for fun. So whatever the fuck.
Up until a point. But if you telling your little ass,
we don't really want to talk about Germans
story, like, oh yeah, this monster gonna come kill your ass because you've been a bad kid all year. I bet your kid gonna fall in line.
I don't think I'm gonna tell my kid that.
I bet your kid gonna fall in line.
I want to try other ways.
Back when like
having bad dreams, like my mama said, you gonna kill me.
You was bad, so you gonna die. What the fuck?
Sitting there on Christmas,
Krampus is coming from
that's fucked up.
Rocking back and forth because he about to die. Because I know I've been bad. Like,
yeah, if he made
damn, no room for error at all.
Not good mental.
Because I think the legend, I think
just gonna die.
They basically told him like December 5th, Krampus comes and just snatches your ass up.
You know the exact
date.
Kids
were shook that day, man. They had no fun that day.
Krampus?
You never heard of Krampus?
I've never heard of it.
Man.
Just like you never heard of Chevy Chase, I've never heard of Krampus.
I never said I never heard of Chevy Chase. I just said Chevy Chase ain't funny.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that know that Chevy Chase ain't funny. Just like there's a lot of people that know that Krampus
is like the opposite Santa.
What?
He fucking takes people.
So Kris Kringle is Krampus?
No.
I said opposite.
Right. So if it ain't Kris Kringle, it's Krampus.
So opposite gives.
Yeah.
Right?
And he takes gifts?
Krampus fucking takes lives.
What kind of nigga is that?
Takes kids.
What kind of shit has y'all been?
That's what they made
up.
I don't fucking know.
What have you been listening to? What have y'all been delving into?
The story. Shit.
Who tells it? Old wives
just like those Europeans you like so much. They came up with another story telling their kids, like, hey, if you're an asshole, Krampus is going to come and take you.
Krampus.
Hey, it works.
So first and foremost, fuck Santa. That's just fake. I'm not giving a white man the credit for the shit that I buy. So that's first and foremost. All my kids know that, hey, Daddy and Mommy bought this shit, not some fucking jolly white man.
It's from Black Jesus.
No, it's from Black.
To believe in Santa
it's from Black Daddy. That's where the fuck it's from.
Black Daddy.
Fuck that Santa Claus shit.
It could be a lot of black daddies out here.
Nah, fuck all that shit.
Yeah, I never got to
believe in Santa. Yeah, Black Daddy.
And I let my kid believe in Santa. It's like, nah, don't be confused. I wrapped all this shit last night.
For what? Right?
I did that shit. I spent my money on that motherfucker.
Like, be happy.
So let me ask you this. So since we're round tabling this, when do you guys like to shop? Because it's a quote unquote national holiday. When do you like to shop for your children?
I like to be done by, the second week in December.
Look at you. Look at the brain on bread. Look at the brain on bread.
But
WP time ass.
Currently.
Wait a minute, right?
Currently.
The second week in December for me, BTFT.
I'm about to wrap up the third week.
Currently.
They're under the tree right now, guys. What are you talking about?
Because of situations of the occupation.
1000.
Because of
you on a magical carpet ride, nigga,
right
to nowhere.
So that's not possible because of the current occupation I hold.
Allegedly,
right. So I'm falling far behind that. My whole thing is I just hate going out to stores. The closer to Christmas, the worse it gets.
Yeah, that last.
Because all I can think is what's the shit where Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, and he was searching for that Turbo Man.
Yeah, what's the fuck is that name? Jingle All the Way? Is that name of it?
That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Now that shit, I think of that every fucking time.
Turbo Man.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
man,
I prefer to avoid that at all costs. You know what I mean?
Okay,
But
right, you don't want no Turbo Man.
nah, fuck that. I don't want that shit. I don't want to fight Sinbad for a fucking dog.
That should be real.
So BTF Creed, what say you?
It depends on the year and how good the year is going, financially. But typically, I like to get it done like between November and December, and not putting no dates down or no weeks because I don't know.
Look at you, overachiever.
Nah, this year
It's
I'm
smart
like,
shit.
This year I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna be going out the 22nd. Yep.
The last second
Like,
shit.
ooh.
If you tell your
It's
kids,
the 24th. I'm going Christmas
if you
shopping.
tell your kids other than something, then mommy be right back.
Listen,
What's 2 plus 2? Jello.
it's fucked up because BTF Creed is how kids wind up with Shaq Fu in their stockings
Shaq Fu.
when they ask for Street Fighter. Okay, don't take your ass out here on December 23rd.
Yo,
Wondering why
Shaq
shit.
Fu was god awful.
I
Wait.
did get Shaq Fu.
Yeah, you had a Genesis.
And I definitely asked for Street Fighter, but that's a whole another issue.
Shaq Fu was $9.99, nigga. Your mom wasn't spending $19.99 for that shit. She like, 20 or 10? 10. Shaq Fu it is.
It wasn't the internet age, so I couldn't just take a screenshot and say, "Here, mom, don't fuck this up."
Yeah.
She tried it.
She tried. Yeah, she went to the store. It was like, "Oh, he wants a fighting game." She saw a
What's
black
this
motherfucker
game
on the
here?
cover.
Big nigga doing karate
Give me this $10 one right here. We'll take that one.
with fire around this nigga like, yeah.
It's the
I
same
don't like
shit.
that one. Like,
It's the same shit.
get him
Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
Wow.
Nah.
Listen, man, I'm going to be out. I'm that parent that's going to be out on December 23rd.
Oh God.
December
Why?
20 you know why? Because it's dollar store time. Because I got the kind of...
Okay.
You're that
You that
nigga.
big?
Listen,
You're that
Damn,
nigga.
you,
Oh, I'm about.
you can't get
this
two
nigga
good
walking
ones.
in-
nope.
You
You
wanna
know
get
why?
5
You know why?
bells.
This
I'm
nigga
gonna
walking
get
in the dollar
12.
store like, yeah.
He didn't say $5 below. He said
No,
$dollars.
no, I'm gonna spend
Let's go to Dollar Tree.
$47.99, and I'm about to get 10 billion goddamn gifts. Okay,
The
you know
bullshit
why?
is
That's
gonna
sad.
break
Because
that
if I
date.
bought,
That date.
listen,
That's
if
sad.
I bought
They
two,
gonna be opening that bitch in the break.
listen, if I
He get them
bought two
rail
good
back
ones,
batteries and everything.
Oh, rail back ass nigga.
Can't deal with this guy.
hey, you know why? Because they'll play with that shit and then hop in the fucking box I put it in and be like, it's a car. I'll be like, nigga, what? I done spent $100 and some odd dollars on this shit, and you hop in the box this bitch came in talking about it's a car. So my kids will get the dollar gifts because they'll break shit and they tear up shit. They're boys, so they'll break shit and tear up shit and be like, I'd rather play in the box it came in because it looks like a car or it looks like a trail, the fucking magic, mythological, whatever, white dragon versus the G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. That's just how they are.
I don't completely disagree with you because
Right?
those toys, they last like
A couple
week,
hours.
that?
Yeah.
like a good week,
And
and
them
then it's
shits is
like, yeah,
in
it's
the
like,
corner.
I'm done with that shit. Where my other toys?
Where else? And so I'm gonna spend
Like-
$47 on 3 people, and I'm about to have a fiesta.
I don't buy toys.
What dollar store?
I don't buy toys.
I feel you on that one.
What you buy, nigga? You buy drawing
I'm
pads.
redoing their room.
Ain't this some shit?
You can't get that to no little ass kid. I redid your room, girl.
It's some shit. Fuck that.
Yeah,
Damn.
right.
Because it's the same shit. Like just like you saying.
Like getting books for Christmas.
Yeah,
You
fuck
can't
it,
do that
whatever.
to a kid, right?
It is what it is. It's something you didn't have before. Now you got it now. So be happy.
This nigga regular ass town is like, nigga, your wall was opaque. I painted the shit pink. Okay? I stayed up
You
for 8
goddamn
hours
right.
making this turquoise, and y'all don't appreciate shit.
Yep.
It's a little aqua boogie in y'all room. You want to be
that.
under the fucking
Aqua
sea?
boogie.
You a mermaid now.
Why am I spending like hundreds of dollars on shit they gonna play with for like a month?
You owe
get-
Tim
I
the
get
tool
you. I
man
get
ass
you.
nigga.
Why?
Listen,
I get
if your
Why?
parents had been like, nigga, I changed your comforters, bro, you'd be like, what?
Yeah, for Christmas. Yeah, you would be
You'd be like,
disappointed.
what?
Yeah.
You the kind of nigga that
Yeah.
get your son some underwear and be like, these ain't Hanes, these Fruit of the Lewis. This that real shit. You got the crotch where you put your dick out through here like this, pal. You ain't got to pull your pants down over your bust.
Lord.
Oh god.
This year I'm taking a different approach though. Like he's very specific with the shit that he want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all 3 of those and we done. Like you got the shit you asked for.
So
there we are.
let me ask this: regular ass times buying and redecorating home improvement shit.
Yep.
Scumbag Sharon, what you buying other bitches' kids?
Other bitches. Wow. Nothing.
These are facts.
Fuck your fort, little nigga.
Not a goddamn thing.
Kicking niggas' forts over? Like, I'd rather be with you, boo.
I'm not in a situation where I'm involved with a woman that has other kids that I have to purchase something for. Not saying I wouldn't, but
you know I love these bitches.
this year, I don't know about all that, brother. I don't know about that. I got my little ones, my nieces and my nephews, and that's it. That's as far as it goes this year.
That's it.
Bloodline.
They can get a voucher.
They need a voucher.
Get an IOU like Dumb and Dumber. This one's as good as money. It's an IOU for $2,000. Use that anytime you like. Sharon passing out IOUs.
Hey, but I was thinking about that shit for Black Christmas. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get you all that shit. Tax time hit. I got you.
I got
Black
you.
Christmas.
Black Christmas.
I just ain't with just spending all that money on the fucking toys and shit, and they just gonna literally they play with it for a month and it's
You a
worthless.
nigga, look at what Dad's done to this house.
So why not? Because it helps the shit in my house. My house looks better.
You old black excellence ass nigga.
I'm gonna be that uncle that donate to your college fund.
Goddamn straight. In the long run, you want to appreciate the shit.
He's a nigga that
$50
like
towards
my
your
uncle.
college fund. Like,
R.I.P. Uncle Clyde. This is the same nigga that's sending National Geographics and bail bonds.
Hey, I'm the nigga that's buying savings bonds and shit. $50 savings bonds and banks and shit. I'm that nigga.
You the nigga that shit won't mature till I turn 25. I'm
exactly.
17 trying to get a car.
Nigga, I still got savings. I still got savings bonds for my grandma waiting for the mature.
This the type of nigga that
get that $50
you got a $500 face value on that bitch. You trying to buy a car? You 17 years old, nigga. They like this is $500. You put three of them bitches together. You like shit. 500, 1,000, 15, 2,000, 2,500. Bet. You going to the bank, them niggas like, yeah, this shit is $987. This shit ain't mature yet. You like, what? You don't know shit about maturity. Thanks, regular ass time. Yeah, let's put a 30-year face value on these bitches. Nigga paying $2.99 a month for your savings bond.
Fuck it.
This bitch to 45.
Yeah.
This my money, motherfucker.
Full face value, nigga. Look at these National Geographics.
This
nigga.
my money. They get whatever the fuck I give them.
I'm learning shit about the world, but can't visit that motherfucker. Ain't that?
Because it's either I figure it's that, or they can fucking go ahead and believe in Santa. See what that motherfucker get them.
See what the white
Not
man.
a goddamn
Not
thing.
a
They gonna be
goddamn
sitting there at that chimney looking like,
a
what
Christmas.
happened?
You ever had a Christmas with like nothing?
Yeah.
I had a Christmas
few.
one time as a grown man, and I got moccasins for Christmas.
No, I've had one when I was younger.
Listen,
If you under 16,
Listen.
okay, I get
no,
it.
I'm talking over 22.
You don't get shit over
Nah.
20.
Listen,
Well, not
Shit stops
anything,
then.
but like,
No, it don't.
It was a little. I mean,
no,
I couldn't.
I literally
like,
in
it
my
wasn't
in my
just
past
like-
life, a motherfucker bought me some shit that's hanging up on the clearance on the racks. You know how you get shoes in a box, nigga? My moccasins was on a hook. And she was like, yeah, let me get these bitches. Here you go. Wrapped them up in the box. I'm like, yo, these is off the hook moccasins. This is it.
This is it.
You were an adult. You were like above 18.
Grown man.
You know what?
I'm
You
expecting,
should've got
listen,
shit.
I can remember being
I'm expecting a
11.
roll.
I can remember being 11 and the Christmas tree was a gift.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck we have a Christmas tree for if it ain't no
You
gift?
kind of nigga that
was it like fake gifts? Under
Nah,
the tree?
nigga, it was just the
Fake
tree.
gifts.
The fact that we had the tree was the fucking gift. That was it.
Remember when your mom had to act like the Christmas tree? She like the Christmas tree. You got a cereal, nigga. What's real cereal? She got a spoon.
That's
But you
that's
know
a
what?
cold winter
Like,
time.
we spent
Yeah,
a
it
lot
was.
of damn money all year long. Your Christmas been here all year long. Okay?
That's like, you know what? It's funny because I look at Plies and the Plies shit that he brings up like 2 years ago when he was like, my goddamn auntie talking about Christmas then snuck up on her this year. Christmas ain't snuck up on her ass. You done know Christmas was December 25th for 2,000 years, bitch. Christmas ain't sneak up on your ass. You just a broke bitch that didn't prepare. Like, but it's true because again, society America tells you that, hey, this is the day everybody's off work. You hope it snows. You hope it does this. The kids get up early. Like for me, as I got older, I'm sure a lot of you know, and you done yourself, you knew your parents were the niggas that's buying the shit, right? And you knew they were down there drinking, smoking, whatever they was doing prior to Christmas Day, wrapping your shit, right? They're like, they told your ass to go the fuck upstairs.
Eat the cookies and
When you
shit.
was setting out cookies and milk for Santa, who pretty much ended up being the sink and the trash can, like, yeah. You know, like, that's fine.
Throw this shit away.
Yeah, throw this bullshit. This nigga that set out milk that's been 6 hours ago. Throw that shit
I
out.
don't even eat no fucking
Yeah,
ginger
we
snaps.
don't want no goddamn toll house. You know, like you throwing away cookies and shit, and you hearing your parents I vividly remember one Christmas where I was like maybe 11, 12 years old. Where I got halfway down the stairs and niggas like, take your ass upstairs. We wrapping presents. I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, all right. And I couldn't wake up. I stayed up all night. Because, as a kid, you can't wake up till Christmas Day. Like, there's some kids in some households, depending on your background or your upbringing, where, I knew kids that could open their gifts on Christmas Eve. When Christmas Eve came, because mommy and daddy ain't together, and daddy let me open gifts, or mommy let me open gifts on Saturday because it's daddy's day on Sunday, or whatever your arrangement might be. Shout out to the real niggas out there. Whatever your arrangement may be, you let your kids open them up. And I never understood that. For me, it was like, yo, don't wake your ass up or come down here till you see daylight. Damn. And all I remember, I'm going to tell you a Christmas toy or an experience that really still sits home with me as a grown man. And I want y'all to think of maybe a toy or something that you vividly remember.
I got mine right here.
All right, okay. I'm going to go to you next, Creed. So for me, for me, it was, and I want you internets to look this shit up, okay? It was the Fisher Price 3-in-1 tournament table. Okay.
I think listen, a nigga about our age had that or that rim.
Listen, the Fisher Price 3-in-1 tournament table. This bitch went from a fucking hoop shit to a ping pong table to a motherfucking air hockey table. And like niggas could come over, and if you didn't fuck with ping pong, fuck it, we shooting hoops. You ain't fuck with hoops, fuck it, we doing air hockey. You ain't fuck with air hockey, we shooting whatever. I love this 3-in-1 tournament table, right? Played so much, had parents and people, everybody that came over to visit. Yo, 3-in-1 tournament table. I'm 11 years old. Love this shit. I happened to go to school one day, come home from a long day of studies to play my 3-in-1 tournament table. I'm like, nothing else is going to satisfy me but a 3-in-1 tournament table. To nothing but find out that if you're in Detroit, and maybe in your city internet, you know about it, Bulk Day. Bulk Day happened Thursday, once a month, every Thursday. To find my 3-in-1 tournament table was crushed.
Niggas nigga, fuck your table.
And
nigga.
put outside. Like, nigga, you too old for this. Like, well, nigga, what?
Wow.
It's been 7 months.
7 months.
I ain't even been one full year with this 3-in-1 tournament table. The fuck?
Damn.
Thanks, Mom, for marrying some other nigga.
Well.
Throwing my 3-in-1 tournament table in Bulk Day's trash.
AKA ain't no room for this shit.
AKA I'm about to buy like 10 of them bitches for Christmas for myself and have a bunch of 3-in-1 tournament tables for niggas to come down here and play all kinds of shit.
That fucking table is like 2 foot by 2 feet now in perspective.
Like. So Creed, since you had yours ready to go, a Christmas gift that you once wanted and it just totally got fucked up after the fact.
I don't remember what happened to it, but I remember how bad I wanted it.
And it was what?
I had to look this shit up, but you remember in Home Alone, and he had that little radio, he was recording
the talk
that shit.
Boy.
The Talk Boy. It had a pink bad boy, and I got that bad. I was like, oh.
So let me tell you something about the Talk Boy. Funny shit about the Talk Boy. I had a Talk Boy too. And if you can remember, the Talk Boy was a big ass tape recorder. Okay. And the shit actually, you had to extend the fucking microphone out on that bitch like. And when you extended the microphone, if internets, you talked about home video, Home Alone, Christmas videos, you fuck with Home Alone, or you fuck with Home Alone. Kevin McAllister on the phone used his motherfucking thumb and slowed the tape down. Hi, this is McAllister. Nigga, that shit didn't work on the Talk Boy because there was some clear plastic in the way, and you actually had a slow button. So it was fast forward, play, rewind, pause, slow. You couldn't put your thumb like Kevin McAllister.
How many times did you try that shit?
Too many times. Like, hi, this is Tico. So I fuck with the Talk Boy. That's some ill shit because I had one of those and they did have it in pink too. Sharon, can you think of something? I don't know. What would you get, nigga, as a kid? Some cards, or some playing cards, some bicycle cards.
No,
empty Remy bottles. What would you get?
Well, for the record, my parents are geeks, so they usually kept me. When I came along, life was good, right? Like it was all right, it was cool. up until a certain point, everything fell off. But that's a whole nother issue. And I can remember one year though, like before the fall off, they gave my oldest brother. My parents went out of town for Christmas, and they gave my oldest brother the money to take care of his 2 little brothers.
Damn.
3 little brothers. This was before my little sister came on the scene.
Okay.
So that whole fucking shit was fucked up. They gave this nigga like $500. Right?
Damn.
Like, all right, go ahead. Get.
I smoked the TV,
How
mama.
old was he at this time?
This nigga had to be like 17.
Damn.
He had to be in high school still.
Okay.
This nigga proceeded to go to Northland, get us like all individual. He did us on some ninja. He did us on some Ninja Turtle shit. So he got me like a fucking like a blue fucking jogging suit outfit. He got my one brother an orange one. He got my other brother one like a green one, and he got us like one matching hat. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
All in all, he must have spent about $105 for 3 niggas.
And pocketed the rest.
I think it took you to Sons and Sons too.
Nah, he knew exactly what he was doing, bro. Like I remember that. That Christmas was crazy because he played the shit out of all 3 of us. Like yeah, okay, we know how it is.
Where's the bitches, nigga? Where's the bitches?
I don't remember what he got himself, but
it wasn't no goddamn Ninja Turtle jumpsuit. I bet you.
Nigga, I remember it was like an Uncle Luke Miami Hurricanes hat. It was like a cone. It was long for no reason, with like a tail and a ball on the end of it.
Wait, so nobody picked these outfits?
This was like 1990.
Did he pick these outfits? Or
Yeah. He went. Like I said, he went to Northland back when Northland was popping. This is how long ago this shit was. Northland was popping. Picked out 3 different fucking like champion. They wasn't even champion. They was like dollar store fucking.
It was like Charlie's.
He pulled a dollar store.
Yep.
He pulled a dollar store sweatpants.
I'll make sure all y'all niggas get hooked up with jumpsuits that ain't the same color. The bitches all of the $7.
Y'all niggas like turtles.
Wait, what's funny is that nigga still shop like that this Christmas. I promise you.
I feel bad because my second oldest brother, I'm like 7. I didn't give a fuck. I knew it was fucked up. But this nigga's like 17. You can't get this nigga like no fucking purple fucking sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
Buy these bitches leathers and pele clothes.
It was crazy, man.
So regular ass time, man. What'd you have, man? What was out back then? Dockers, Bugle Boys. What you get some Bugle Boys?
I remember when my mom got she had first started working with the police department, right? So it was the first like real job and shit. And I remember we went to fucking Value City, and they sold like a Sony shelf boombox.
Okay.
So it was like it had the 5-disc CD player.
Okay.
It had the speakers, but it had the subwoofer too.
Yeah, that nigga was rich, man.
It was all in it. Not by far. But
that's they showed you on display, and you took home some other shit. You took home a Kobe.
This was like the first thing that she actually spent some money for. Before that, I was getting shit. I know British Knights became like popular and shit, but we used to shop at Mervin's and shit.
Mervin's?
Get that shit.
Jesus Christ, nigga.
She was like, go ahead and pick you up. Make sure it's not more than $20.
You might as well have been shopping at Builder Square.
Pretty much. But I remember Mervin's we went there. It was like, I want to say it was like 2 weeks before Christmas. We went there. And she was like, go ahead and pick you out one thing that you want. And I can remember picking out all this shit. She was like, no, that's too much. No, that's too much. No, that's too much. And I remember picking out this fucking boombox shelf system and shit. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want for Christmas. 2 weeks before Christmas, she got it. She fucking wrapped that shit. And I could not open that bitch until Christmas. And I remember being like, I know what the fuck it is. Why the fuck can I open it? That's fucking stupid. In my mind, I remember thinking that like, this is the stupidest shit ever. And I remember going and I knew what it was. I can remember peeling a piece of tape of the fucking, cause she wrapped it and everything. I can remember peeling a piece of the fucking paper back like, yeah, that's about to be mine. And I remember hooking that shit up. But that was the only, and I was like, I don't know why, but when I went under the tree Christmas morning, I thought I was gonna have more shit, but that was it was like it. That and I looked like
the one thing you saw.
And I remember having to play acting like I was excited as fuck, like yeah. And I was like in my mind, I'm like, where the fuck is the rest of this shit? And I remember her fucking making some coffee and shit, and she just fucking sitting there like all proud and shit, like yeah, I got that shit. And I'm like, where the fuck is the rest of the shit? And I remember saying was like, is this all Santa brought me? And she be like, don't be ungrateful. You know what? I'll take this shit back. I got the receipt still. And I was just like, okay, that's fine. And I remember fucking taking it, hooking that shit up in my room.
Listen.
And I fucking played fucking, what the fuck was the motherfucker's name?
When you said Santa, I just remember what the calendar was called.
And you know what's funny?
It's an advent calendar.
You know what's funny? I had to believe in Santa, right? This was a whole shit.
What kind of trickery was going on in the time?
They made you pick your gift.
The craziest thing is,
Santa brought it anyway.
What's crazy is we had a fake fireplace. That shit wasn't even real.
That nigga whole life has been regular.
You can light a fucking candle in that bitch. That's what the fucking kind of the fireplace we had. And I remember my mom telling this whole story, like, yeah, he fucking came down and he came through the candle and all this shit like that. I'm like,
candle.
Santa don't come down no motherfucking candle. What the fuck?
Come down a candle.
Yeah, we had a fake fireplace. It wasn't real.
It sounded like witchcraft was going on.
Shout out to Joy Road on that one.
Yeah, she wasn't playing that shit.
Yeah, she was trying to play you all the way
She made
down.
you pick your gift and told you it was too much. And they said it was from Santa.
That's too much.
Like, Mom, blaming you, saw you. Shut the fuck up, Tom.
You know what's crazy? I still got that motherfucking we done had a free barbecues at the fucking
yes we have
mom's crib. That boombox is still in my motherfucking mom's garage and shit right now. This faction shit's like fucking 20 years.
That's crazy, dog.
So yeah.
Well, listen, internets, we love to hear your stories. We know that Christmas is coming up, and when Christmas is here, the year would disappear. I don't know. It just sounded like it would rhyme.
What? That makes zero sense.
Christmas is here, the year would disappear.
Okay.
It's coming close.
If you say
okay.
So.
Listen, man. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it don't matter.
Halloween, nigga? The Dracula, nigga?
That's right. Blackula, nigga.
Right. Whatever the fuck.
Whoever. Heard a joke that said, you king of the soft niggas. Like you let niggas take bathroom breaks in your mouth.
What kind of joke?
Wait.
That's not a joke.
Wait a minute.
Wait, what?
Stop. Wait. Who said this to you?
No, nobody said it to me. Nobody said it to me, Creed. It was just being said. And on that note, that's why they should have never let you niggas have money. They should have never let you niggas have money. That's right. Regular ass time flipped his mic up. Creed has left the building. Mute her mic. Scumbag Sherm will come to a tickle.
Oh my god.
Internets, listen, man.
That's hilarious.
Wait, she said who said that to you?
No, it's a joke I remember, nigga. So don't even. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. God damn it. Shout out to Marshall Mathers, the real Marshall Mathers. This has been a great show, internets. We've entertained you, like I know we have. Sharing our own personal stories, pouring out
What?
our heart.
Her art? Not art. Heart. Yeah.
As I said, pouring out our heart. It's green eggs and ham shit.
I don't know. It's boring. But...
Okay, was it a spill, bitch? What was it? Okay, goddamn. Okay, it's time. Regular ass time to fuck up. I don't know if it was pouring. Jesus Christ, was it a spill? Was it a dab of that shit? God damn. The fuck? Where'd you? I don't know if it was a pour, bitch.
Real shit. We don't let y'all niggas in like that.
Well, fuck y'all then.
We
We're
don't.
just reminiscing on the glory.
Like for real, we don't let y'all in.
Listen.
We don't self-incriminate, so we don't let y'all in.
All right,
like
well, if
that.
it ain't pouring, I guess it's just trinkling or some
Nah,
shit
we
on
just-
it.
Pour it out
was
your
telling
heart
some
tonight,
shit.
Peak.
I didn't.
You did, nigga.
Yeah, fuck them
You
goddamn-
definitely
Listen,
did.
that
Fuck them.
3-1
that 3-1
table.
tournament
Yeah,
table,
yeah.
nigga.
That
Fisher
nigga's
Price.
heard about that
Y'all
shit.
niggas-
Oh, you
Y'all
best
don't know.
believe
Y'all don't
that
know.
crippled a nigga's soul.
That
You don't
nigga's about to
understand?
Google tonight.
Listen. I'm on the second floor looking out my window in disgust. Like, did something happen to it? I'm trying to talk to myself like, did something happen to it? Was there something wrong? Did I do something? You know how my cousin be like, James Barnes be like, did you love me? Did you ever really love me? Did I love you? That's how I felt when I saw the tournament table. I was like, did
I
I
used
do
to think of
something?
immature things. Do she love me? I can't even remember how the rest of the shit go now.
Do you love me? Do I do this? Do. Throw some D's on that
Oh my god.
Guess is in the house. Yeah. That's ridiculous.
Listen, either way, internets, we want to thank you. We love you. We're going to hit y'all with one more show before 2017 is over. This ain't the last show, goddammit. We may take a little break because it's Jolly St. Nick's holiday, but that doesn't mean I'm like the young Manny Fresh said, I'm down, but I ain't pent down, nigga. We doing one more show before 2017. Hit y'all off and thank you. Like, this has been a whole year, bro. A whole year. 2017, the internet has been listening a whole year. Whether they jumped on board at the beginning of the year, they jumped on board midway, or even in the fourth quarter, as businesses like to call it. Y'all been rocking with us, and we thank you, man. Each and every week, we do this for y'all. We sit back, we reminisce, we laugh, we have jokes, but we have real life shit to deal with. And this is therapy for us, but at the same token, it's knowledge, knowledge, as regular ass Tom would say, dropped on you. And we appreciate you, man. Check out the network. Check out G Spot Podcast. Check out The Daily Brew, your boy LV. And thank you guys, man. Scumbag Sharon, BTF Creed, regular ass Tom. It's been fun. We got one more to go. It sounds like that shit like in Batman, when Batman thought he was like the last nigga and was on like the trailer. And then the shit got lifted up. He was in the desert and like some niggas flew in. All right, forget it.
I remember it. What's the relevance? I don't understand.
You're just supposed to co-sign that shit. That's all.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Trading places. Yeah. Freshly made music. We appreciate you. Internets, again, tell a friend to tell a friend. All social media channels, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Blue Tigers Fitted. We love y'all. Until the next one, internets. Peace.
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 Happy holidays.